Hello, 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 and welcome to the Rag Company podcast, Q&A Thursday, all the things rolled into
Friday
one where I am Dane Hennon, your host, joined by Levi Gates.
Hey, everybody.
Fellow co-host, and to my left, co-host Anthony Fisher.
Hello.
And you may notice something today as you're typing comments. If you weren't subscribed to the channel, you might have trouble leaving a comment. That's right. I changed things up a little bit this week just to encourage some engagement.
Nice.
If you want to leave your comments and questions here in the live chat, you got to be subscribed to the channel. It's very simple, but it also weeds out some of the looky-loos who aren't willing to contribute to the community of TRC
Dane, are
here.
you forcing their hand to subscribe?
Just a little bit. YouTube gave me that power, and I see fit to execute on that power. So, guys, thank you to all those of you leaving comments already, questions.
And
it's
our long-time subscribers.
And I suspect many of you, you know the game. You've been subscribed for a while. But if you aren't subscribed, all you got to do, go down, click that red subscribe button, and that way you can leave comments in the live chat as well. All you got to do is refresh your page once you do, and it'll let you leave those comments. That's really all there is to it. So, anyway, without further ado, housekeeping. Let's do housekeeping. What's going on, guys?
Well, so housekeeping this week, I'm going to say it, because I've said it once, I'm going to say it again. It's pretty much plain and simple, right? You need to go to dabblerdetails.com/giveaway to enter the full gloss giveaway being hosted by Dabbler himself. Dabbler is one of our Q1 ambassadors who's done such an amazing job. Hosting several giveaways, including this one right here. So this giveaway is meant to support Homes for Our Troops.
That's right. Yeah.
So all the proceeds go to that. And how this works is you go to the website, you buy a ticket. That ticket gets you entered into this giveaway, but that ticket goes to a good cause because it goes to help Homes for Our Troops, right?
Yeah.
It goes to support a good cause.
Very nice.
Pretty cool. 2 big prizes in the full gloss giveaway. I keep saying this. I'm going to keep saying it more. You're going to get a Viper chair. Insane. You're going to get a G-Technic line. You're going to get Rag Company products. You're going to get beads racks. You're going to get a CR spotless water system.
Nice.
For that beautiful deionized water.
Love it.
And you're also going to get the Oberk car care line as
Very
well.
nice.
So just an insane prize, right? But it was actually released this week that Matt finally said, all right, the secret prize is out. Not only are you getting all of this, you're also getting a Rupes LHR 15 Mark III.
In addition to the prize package.
In addition to the price package. Can you believe that? Imagine winning an LHR 15 Mark III.
Deal.
On top of all
I'd love
that.
to have one of those.
Massive giveaway.
I already have one, but I'd love to have another one.
Who would?
Second prize, I believe, is also getting a Viper chair. So
Nice.
2
Holy
chances
cow.
to win, guys.
Holy
it's
cow.
insane. So all you have to do, go to dabblerdetails.com/giveaway. Buy as many tickets as you want. There's no limit to how many tickets you buy. It all goes to a good cause regardless, but the more tickets you buy, the more chances you have to win.
Very
right?
nice.
So you could take home, I don't even know what the value of that is. It's insane.
That's crazy.
That's
Speaking of Viper chairs. Speaking of Viper chairs.
Sorry, I sneezed.
What's there to say?
Tonight, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
What?
On my personal Facebook page, I'm going live.
Are you serious?
Unboxing and assembling my Viper chair.
Holy smokes.
For the MOSHQ.
So you're going to show how you build it?
So are you going to have a camera crew there for
No,
this?
it's just me and my cell phone.
Okay. A tripod?
You're getting
on a little tripod.
Okay.
It's probably going to get moved around.
Stuff.
It's probably going to tip over.
Yeah.
But it's raw, uncut.
It is raw and uncut.
Just the way I like it.
And so
we're going to be hanging out so you guys can join in. You can watch. You can comment. Maybe Alex, Lex Garage will want to pop in and say hello, or Alex from Viper Chair will want to hop in and maybe add some comments or be a part of it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Anthony wants to jump in just for a little fun action.
Let me jump in for a little bit.
Yeah, say what's up. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight at my house at the MOSHQ.
The freshly organized MOSHQ.
Freshly organized MOSHQ.
Insane.
Very nice. Very exciting.
So this chair, when you put this thing together, do you have any technique or do you have any tools that you're going to need for this special event?
I have to go through my bags of tools to find... I have Viper Chair on a live stream with Viper Chair this Sunday. There you go. Nice, Mike. So I'm doing mine tonight. Live streaming it. Going to be unboxing and assembling. You guys can come watch and see. I'm hoping I can remember what tools we used for the last ones.
So if I remember
so I got to find those wrenches.
I can't remember if it was 13 millimeters is what you're going to need.
Yeah.
think you're going to need a 13.
I'm going to need to find my sockets,
I think you're going to need a
too.
3/4 wrench.
Yeah.
3/4 wrench.
Part of the reason those things are so sturdy is how many fasteners are going.
They're
into the
great.
base
Grade
of
8
the thing.
hardware.
It is
Awesome stuff.
crazy hardware.
Zinc hard. I mean, it's like, dude.
Zinc coated grade 8 hardware. I mean, the thing should be pretty
Nuts.
dope. I'm excited to put it together. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I think we'll have a good time tonight. I'll be drinking some Diet Pepsis, hanging out in the MOS HQ,
Yeah.
probably sitting on the concrete,
Yeah.
just on the floor,
Okay.
and putting it together. So I think we'll have a good time.
What more could you want, right?
Great night. Great night.
Great night.
So what else we got? Or are we going into comments and questions?
Well, I was just gonna give a little heads up for you guys wondering. The Messina family.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Kyle
Family update.
Yeah, or Cameron Messina and his lovely wife Callie are at the hospital right now.
Wow.
She has an epidural in her now.
Oh, good. Okay.
And they are patiently awaiting.
Are we allowed to explain all this?
We are. I asked to make sure.
Okay.
They are going to try to jump in on the live because they're, she's finally relaxed, chilling, kicking
He's
back.
doing it from the waiting room.
He's
Guys.
trying to. He said, "Hey, Wi-Fi is pretty bad, but just give a little announcement on the Q&A that they are patiently awaiting the birth of their daughter."
Wi-Fi bad, wifey good.
Yeah, Wi-Fi bad,
go.
wifey good, but everybody's doing well. They're doing well. They've got family there. They're very excited. So any well wishes, they would love to see that. So if you guys want to put some in there for Cameron
that's nice.
and him and his wife and their baby.
Their baby, yeah, not her baby.
Their baby.
Maybe somebody could do him a favor, right? Find the hospital that they're currently at, take a bucket and some rinseless wash products, and go wash his car for him while he's
I
out
think they're
there.
at St. Al's.
Okay. Just
I
look
think
for
that's
a
where
black
they're at.
Audi.
Yeah, look for a
Let's
black
not
Audi.
dox
There's
them, but-
several of them out
very
there.
blacked out
like
Audi,
every
go
black
wash it.
Audi got a wash in this parking lot. It's the weirdest
They
thing
didn't
we've ever
discriminate. They
seen,
just did
right?
all of them.
Gosh.
So
ton of
anyway,
beat maker on these
congratulations,
things.
guys. Good luck. We're all here pulling for you guys, and
Congratulations.
it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
So
awesome.
enjoy it.
All right.
But totally understand you can't make it to the live right now.
I get it. I get it.
So
it's understandable.
All right,
There
let's
are
get
good
started.
reasons. So Alex Dewar here, popping in early.
Happy Friday Eve, TRC family. Excited to see what G. Davis has to say about the subscriber-only chat. What a gift being a part of an elite group.
I know. I just had to throw a wrench into things. I wanted to see what would happen.
Well, and Dan Pfeiffer, good afternoon and word up from hot and dry Minnesota, USA. Proud to be a longtime TRC
And
subscriber.
we're proud of you. Thank you, Dan.
Yep. And then Grant Hawtrey, day 47 update. I received a blooded envelope containing all the shoelaces from my family being held captive at Tony's Wings cold fridge. Please like and share and subscribe to all TRC channels. TGIF.
Wow.
So
I
again,
see that the message has come through then.
Apparently he has received it.
So
Well, wouldn't be able to leave a
So
comment if he wasn't
why
subscribed.
bloody shoelaces?
So-
That's the question.
why blooded shoelaces?
Yeah.
Because I believe it kind of just strikes fear
Okay.
into
Yeah.
those. It's kind of like when you see a child's shoe sitting on the side of the road and you see that, you think, oh no, something
What
has
happened? Yeah. How'd they lose
It's
that
the
shoe?
same concept with shoelaces.
With
The
blood on
key
them.
is it's not actually use real blood.
Oh.
It's actually ketchup.
I don't
is
think
what
we're
it is.
I
supposed
knew
to
this
let
was gonna
Grant
turn
know
into
that. It
Tony's
might,
cooking tips.
change.
Yes.
I don't think you were supposed to let him know that it was just ketchup.
Oh.
Yeah, probably not. But Grant, feel free to suck on those laces and enjoy the ketchupy taste from those things. They are delicious. Moving on, we have
Peter, save us.
Peter says, good afternoon, TRC crew from Central California. What area of California? Peter, let us know down in here in the comments. Looking forward to today's show.
He follows up.
He also says, hey, when Andrew was there last week, did he happen to say if Topstar was on the recent container that came over? I don't recall him saying that if he did. Topstar is not on its way over just yet. They're waiting for a few more
working on it,
fine
but-
things before that can make its way here in the States. But oh my gosh, guys. Are you in for a treat with Topstar? Seriously, it's amazing.
Yes. Peter here just wants to say happy Friday.
Happy
Eve.
Friday
Thank you,
Eve, Peter.
And Poets popping in.
Happy Friday Eve, fellas. Greetings from the Netherlands.
Greetings right back.
Oh, Sentinel.
Damon offering an afternoon TRC from the Smoky Inland Northeast.
Ooh.
Nice.
Northwest.
Northwest, sorry.
Well,
In our
it is
area,
smoky. It's very smoky out there. It's
The
like
moon was like orange red
blood
yesterday.
orange. It was intense.
cool.
AQI is like 110 or something
Yeah.
right now. It's not looking good.
Dino hello, my dear people. How are you? I just wanted to pop on, say hi. Been too busy lately. I wish you all a nice end of the week. Thank you, Dino. We appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well.
End of the week to you as well.
Peter Judge asking, when will we be seeing your secret project cards? Be patient, folks. So what we wanted to do with that series was we actually wanted to film all of the series first.
Finish it.
Have it done. That way we could release it every week for you guys so you could watch it and actually enjoy it. So I know it feels like it's been forever, but it's because
we did the whole thing.
Yeah, we did the whole thing. We're
still
trying to do
doing
it.
the whole
I think
thing.
we've got
still
3 or 4 episodes Tim's finished. I can tell you that much.
I will, the most I'll tell you guys is, as far as the show format goes, I told Tim to really, really work on it and turn it into like a reality show experience.
Tim's been doing a ton of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Took my advice and ran with it. I'm so proud of him.
We've only gotten to see clips.
It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. Yeah, so that's as much as I'm going to let on, but it's going to be so great. So please tell everybody when we start releasing those. We'll give you a heads up when the first one's about to drop. Please be there.
We're going to be trying
please
to push
like
it hard.
Share all that right off the bat because that's going to propel that, and we'll be able to get big views on it so that we can do more in the future because it was fun. All right, moving along. John C.
Waiting from humid San Bernardino, California. Waiting in the humidity. I'm sorry, John. That's not fun.
Not normally, but it is right now.
Mike's Auto Detailing saying hello, everyone. Hey, Mike. Adam saying happy Friday Eve. Hello, Adam. Everyone hit that like button.
Yes.
Mike saying he smashed the thumbs up, too. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Oh,
saying
thanks,
hello
guys.
to John C.
Just
Thank
a whole
you,
lot
guys.
of friendly back and forth.
Little back and forth. Excellent.
All right, let's kick over here.
All right.
Whole lot of back and forth.
Man, doing a ton of stuff. Cervantes
David.
saying, what's up, guys? What's up, man? How are you?
We knew you were subscribed,
Jake
so
says
thank you.
He's tuning in. Jake Gorton.
Jake, thank you for tuning in.
Mike saying hello. And then Adam saying, Levi, when is that new KCX wax going to be available to purchase? Soon. Very soon. We got to finish getting our listing all built. But we do have it here in stock at the building.
Did you know somebody dropped our can that we have here?
No.
And broke the lid on it?
Who?
I don't know. So I walked over to it.
It was on that table. I think it might have
walked over to it on the table and a piece of the lid was broken off. And I yelled, I shouted to the skies.
Who did this?
Yeah.
Right? It's a $100-something can of wax.
Yeah.
Right? Like how?
Yeah. And how come nobody said anything?
Yeah. I'm like, so it's just drying out over here?
It's great.
This beautiful
really nice.
wax, this
really
delicious honey wax.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Yeah,
I was
basically.
pretty upset.
So, but Adam, we do have it in stock. We are finishing up our listing so we can put it up on our Facebook or our Rag Company page. Yes. So, it's patient. All right. Hello, TRC crew, and happy Friday Eve. Rob Paz here from Chicagoland. Enjoying another great show while working the full-time job. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for joining us.
Rob. We appreciate you. Thank you.
I love it when people get paid to listen to our show.
It's like
I know, it's great for them,
Rob
right?
drives an F-150, Dane.
Oh,
maybe very
nice.
similar to your F-350.
Yeah, the cabs are similar. It's just the front and the back that are a little different.
Neil White saying, happy Friday Eve, TRC. Greetings from hot, humid Atlanta. Hope you're all doing well. We are. It's a lot cooler today, which was much needed. This morning, walking out, 60 degrees. Was very happy with
You know
that.
what part of the problem is, though? The reason it's cooler is all the smoke blocking the sun.
Perfect. I want that smoke blocking the sun. I would much rather take that.
You go out, you're not sweating,
like,
but you are choking.
Feels like Mad Max Fury Road,
yeah,
am I right?
Perfect.
Very strong Fury Road vibes out there right now.
What's exotic saying, what's the best way to clean headliner? Should I use PNS interior cleaner or PNS carpet bomber? What would work best? What tools work best? Interior cleaner on a towel is fine. I would also dilute interior cleaner a little bit with water, maybe 50-50. That way you can clean it the best way. I always like just using hot water on a towel or using O&R to clean headliners. Anthony?
You want to go safe.
Yeah, I honestly, O&R on a headliner is probably my favorite thing.
But if you had to use PNS interior cleaner or PNS carpet bomber, I'd pick interior cleaner.
I'd pick interior cleaner, but I'd use diluted interior cleaner because the reason why is that interior cleaner straight might froth up a little bit too much, right? It might leave a little bit too much, it doesn't leave residue, but it might just build up too much suds. So I would dilute it. I'd probably dilute it, 5-to-1, 10-to-1, and then slightly agitate it. Because you have to remember, headliner, man, it's delicate.
Yeah.
Very delicate.
Yeah. 90s German cars in particular. There we go. We got Neil White with a little wave from Mike's Auto Detailing, and then Neil saying, hi, Mike. It's all back and forth here.
And then Avotic, do you have any types or any tips for applying ice as seal and shine? When I use it, it seemed to get some slight haze and oily appearance on the surface and I'm not using a lot of product, only 1 to 2 sprays per panel. You might need to change your towels and make sure that you're over wiping. You're probably not wiping it enough.
Yeah. Mike here was saying.
Yep. Try a light, damp towel, wipe off, follow what's right. Yep, that's another good reason, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Kate in March coming up says, howdy, gents. Who's all heading out to Sun Valley for Tour de Force this weekend?
Will not be going this year, but I will say, if you haven't watched it, and many people haven't, literally no one's watched it, I did a video on the Tour de Force where I just went there myself, handheld, shot a whole thing, and it's like one of the videos I'm most proud of on this channel.
You also destroyed your shoes.
Nobody's watched it? Oh, yeah, he destroyed his shoes.
I destroyed my shoes for that video. So please go watch the Sun Valley Tour de Force video that I made for this channel. And I will be so happy, and I will thank you.
Yeah,
Dane,
it's a great
have you ever thought about taking the Jag up to the Tour de Force?
I would be smoked by a lot of these cars.
Well, not to race, just to show a show and shine.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
You could have taken the big truck up for that, too. You could hit it up for the car show
that would
that
actually
night.
have gotten some eyeballs. True.
It's not too late to think about that,
Yeah, you could
Dane.
still do that tomorrow, Saturday night, right? Isn't that what it is, the car show? Friday night or Saturday night?
Yeah, I think it's the Friday night.
So
anyway.
you and the lady could hop in, cruise up just for the car show.
Yeah,
Check it
I've been
out.
meaning to really
Drive
get that
back
out
down.
on the
It's 2
freeway
hours.
and see how it
yeah,
does.
it's what, 2.5 hours? 3 hours?
2.5 hours,
Yeah, it's like 3-hour drive if you're slow, 2-hour drive if you're fast. So, yeah. Something like that. It's a cool show, though. Look it up if you haven't seen. Like, there's lots of YouTube videos out there. My video shows like a BMW X6M that was like up to 1,000 horsepower and it ended up blowing its turbos while going 207 miles an hour, I think. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. So,
yeah, Dane, you could go stop at my favorite ice skating rink there in Sun Valley.
Yeah.
It's an outdoor ice skating rink.
Good.
It's very nice.
Right now, it might not be so icy.
Dabbler saying, hey guys, looking fresh as always. Thank you, Dabbler. Appreciate it. Cabes, hey gang, it's that time of the week again.
Yep.
That's right. And then Mike's Auto Detailing saying, how did the rag company start? Well, fun fact, Mike, started by a little old lady in her garage who fell in love with a microfiber towel. Seriously, that's what happened. In 1999, Bev found a towel that she liked, thought it was magical, and just thought it was the neatest technology she'd ever seen, started importing them, and started selling them. Created a website all by herself. She was a retiree. And designed
and her husband
a website.
Dale did like all the accounting and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
and the two of them ran this little business out of their garage. And then one day she got sick, had to go into hospice. They offered their business to their kids and grandkids. Nobody wanted it. They were like, Grandma's towel game is weird.
Well,
but it was called the Rag Company. She had called it the Rag Company, and she had been supplying. And it was a good little business for her and her husband.
Failed to have the eyes for the potential.
Correct.
That was there.
And then Dane's parents, Jeff and Carolyn Hennon, bought the company when
under the condition that I quit my jobs and go work in their garage.
But they bought the company because it was a very easy way to get into something, but it was something
They'd
that they
always
thought
wanted to
they
run a
could
business
do.
and get out of their corporate gigs.
Exactly.
So.
And the timing was just right, and her being sick and them looking to want to buy a business, they, through word of mouth, found out about it.
It's kind of an oddball, but yeah.
Bought the company, put Dane in the garage, said, Dane, here you go. And you had a new job.
So I did the website. I answered all the phone calls. I packed the orders. Eventually, we got a second employee who helped me do shipping and stuff like that. And it grew from there. I made this logo that everybody now recognizes. That was like my first attempt at like trying to brand it as something different and make it, I don't know about iconic, but I was just trying to make it noticeable, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's worked pretty well. You guys be the judge of that.
We're sitting here doing this. So,
But
so that's,
we're here now, so I made the media push. Otherwise, we'd just be a company that sells
Yeah.
towels. So tried to make us a little different. So thank you to everybody who supported us along the way.
Yeah. Lex Garage, are there people really not subscribed to the TRC channel?
We're about to find
hundreds
out.
of thousands.
many hundreds of millions
of people
yes.
that aren't subscribed.
I look around at you look at detailing channels and see how many subscribers are there. Just do the difference between us and them, and that's the potential.
Yeah.
One day, maybe.
You know who I'd like to get? I'd like to get some of the All Day Anthony subscribers to come subscribe to our channel.
Yeah,
I think that'd be.
Yeah.
I think that's it's not a lot, but it's enough.
Do you think there's some overlap?
There could be some overlap, but I think it's a different audience.
Yeah.
I'd also like perhaps like friends from Obsessed Garage to share our channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Folks from maybe Ask Tavarish to share our channel. You know,
those are all channels we've
some
been
of
on.
those that would be something we could do. Perhaps maybe a Larry Casilla could just say, "Hey, go watch this channel." That would be really nice. I know it takes a lot to do that, but
I mean, we've talked to him many times. But.
We have talked
It's
to him.
reputation at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So
I would assume that we have a high enough reputation of quality, performance, and value.
I think people will be surprised at what a small world it really is out there.
Yes.
So.
Neil
All right.
White asking the tough question, how can anyone not subscribe to TRC? Right? I know.
Aw.
How? Yossi says he can't comment.
Well, I think we all know what the problem is, Yoshi.
Yoshi, you, sir, were not subscribed.
You better fix that.
Mike
okay.
Smeckis, what's up, fellas? Nice and warm here in Indiana today. Everybody's warm and humid today.
Yeah.
Feeling
Yeah.
comfortable.
Including
very
this
nice.
room.
Do we have a fan?
We do
Not
out
at the
there
moment, but it
somewhere.
sure would
Are
be
you a little
nice.
warm? Because
A
we're
little-
both wearing fleece shorts.
But
I am a
that's your
big boy.
guys'-
I get warm.
You
I get
guys,
warm,
I
too.
can't believe you're wearing sweats.
You know what? They're comfortable pants.
Can we get a fan in here, perhaps? Anybody?
Graham Marshall saying,
What?
good evening, gentlemen. Hope you've had a good week so far. We have, Graham.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
have.
It's got by fast.
Ridiculous. Do you guys have any
Oh my gosh!
idea
I think our prayers are
about
being
Lake
answered
Country
with a
pad
fan.
washer coming in? Also, what is everyone's thoughts on scan grip headlamp versus handheld or on a stand? I feel
Headlamp
like
is
we got
life.
a lot of thoughts here. That the headlamp is
The
I
like
think we'll all
Headlamp.
agree the
if
headlamp.
you only
I-
get one, the headlamp is.
I will.
it.
I honestly, my headlamp. I've used that damn thing so.
I'm on my third.
much.
I'm on my third
I'm ready. I needed to go buy.
I just
another
bought one.
because I think this the battery.
Yeah.
After 2.5, 3 years of constant use, I think is finally just saying, all right.
That's what happened
Thank
with
you,
mine. I just
Glenn.
couldn't charge it. I'd charge it and it would run for 5 minutes and die. I'd
Dude,
charge it for 2
it's-
days.
I can't express how much that headlamp has changed the way I correct paint.
I use it for everything.
Has changed the way I detail. Has changed the way I detail interiors. Has changed the way I literally just be under my car.
Yeah.
Like that headlamp is everything.
Yeah.
The fact that the iMatch 2 has the ability to switch between the 3500K and 6500K color temperatures is massive.
You'd be
Because
surprised
so
at what
many
you see
things
with
look
one that
different
you
in
don't
different
see with the
light.
other.
The wave function is fantastic
Yeah.
for the auto on and off. But I honestly, I'm captivated by that light when I am polishing.
Yeah.
The fact that I can look at that light and just follow that along while I'm going makes the time go by faster.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing a better job. I can't go without
Yeah,
it.
and ridiculous. The biggest thing is if you have good light in your shop, having that headlamp on helps because you can use
Yeah.
that headlamp as reference, but you can also use the lights in your space already. However, I have both. I have the scan grip headlamp, and I have the big light that sits in the back, and I'll put that in certain spots because I may not be able to see at a certain angle, or I'm missing a spot of light, and so I'll put a light down there. So those are the two that I kind of use. So
Buy the headlamp though. Seriously,
The
don't even
headlamps-
think about it.
Now the pad
All day
washer
long.
question as well, though, too.
So we haven't talked to Lake Country about adding the pad washer. It's a bulky item, and we don't really. Our shipping model really isn't designed to ship buckets.
Basically, our worry is that.
a
I mean,
lot of air.
honestly, if we're being completely honest, we wouldn't make money selling that pad washer. It would be more of just being able to offer it to customers as something that they can obviously add on to their order.
It doesn't mean it's any less useful
I
because
guess
it is.
The problem is
Absolutely.
it's the shipping aspect of that thing because the bucket, being plastic, the actual top portion being plastic. If something were to happen in the shipping, we are really worried that something might break on that, and we don't really want to be liable for it. And it's kind of tough because we wouldn't be making money off
there's
it.
a lot of air.
It's literally
Yeah.
just a matter of just being able to provide it to you guys as another inventory item. And we love the pad washer. It's one of my favorite
Anthony
tools
and I
I
use
have.
it every day in our spots.
So I'm a huge advocate for it. I guess we have to do some more soul searching here at TRC to see if that's something that we could do for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ozzy Bear.
That's fair.
Yeah. Aussie Bear.
Hello, TRC crew. Debadging my first gen Tundra and following it up with a wash with the Ultra Wash pad. I love how firm it is. Much preferred over my old chenilles. Thanks
We
for
got a lot
offering
of comments about the
quality
firmness.
product.
They like
Yeah, no,
everybody-
people like
everybody's
that.
Yeah.
pretty into the overall firmness of it.
So thank you, Ozzy Bear.
Jason M says, "Hey guys, just coated with CSL Exo yesterday. I'm chasing microfiber lint for my creature towels all over a black car. Any ideas? Can't hose it off and dry. Maybe spritz the C2V3 and use a different towel." So yeah, you can do that, or just leave it. The lint's not gonna stick there forever. So if you can leave it on there while the coating just continues to cure, you'll be fine. It's not like that
It's
lint
not
is
gonna
going. It's not
stick.
that lint's. It's just not
Yeah.
gonna. If you had told me I just clear coated my car yesterday and you have lint all over your car, I'd say I probably should do something about it. But that lint is going to fall off. I mean, it's going to blow off the second you start driving somewhere. So I wouldn't stress out about it. If you needed to, give it some time, maybe another a day or so, and then take a different towel and go over it with C2V3.
Yeah, the biggest thing is if you didn't wash your towels, make sure that's the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. Wash your towels. Also, how did you wash? If you had washed them previously, how did you wash them? Were they light colors? Were they the same towels? Did you throw in an old towel that is a linter that's causing to lint, or how was it? How'd you do it? But those are some things.
Dabbler Detail says, yes, the second prize also gets a Viper chair. It's insane. I can't believe that.
Heck of a giveaway, man.
The new robust
Seriously,
steel
man.
Pro.
Ooh.
It's insane. What an insane giveaway. I really hope people are jumping all over that because they need to.
Yeah.
Go support a good cause.
Yeah, whether you win or not, you support a good
Get
cause.
on it.
Yeah.
Get in it. Get with it. You name it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Despacho.
Delicious despacho.
Rip to my brand new bottle of magic wheel cleaner that fell on the floor, broke, and spilled. F in the chat.
Yeah, that's no fun, man. Sorry.
I'm sorry, dude. That's never fun.
Question on the Kosh
We've all been
GSF. Need a soap that works well in the sun. Adam's shampoo historically did well here. Does Kosh perform well in direct California sunlight?
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does.
Compared
Kosh,
to many, it's
PNS
better.
Pearl, honestly, preference to that point, but I have not had... Have you had a bad instance with GSF yet?
No.
Can't think
I
of
haven't.
anything, no.
I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I just... Last night, speaking of GSF, got to use my my solution package, my washing solution package, right? Finally dialed in on my fittings, right? To where there's no leaks or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Got my CR Spotless going with my Karcher Cube shelf mounted, right? Got that front piece plasti dipped or, or whatever, duplicolor dipped, whatever you want to call it. Metallic gray, a little bit of glisten into it. So I washed the car last night. What was amazing, Levi, was the fact that not only did my soap feel like insanely, but I mean it was insanely better.
Yeah.
But man, the no stress of being able to let that water sit on there. Neighbor comes up and talks to me. Hey Anthony, hey, how's it going? How's everything going? And I look at my car with water all over it and I say, yeah, I got some time to talk. Yeah. I'm like, you want to talk? Oh, do you need to start drying your car? No, it's fine. It's spotless water.
Anthony, of all people, the guy who's like more paranoid.
Spotless
than
water. It can
anyone
dry.
Else.
It can dry. I'll come back with it later. It's not a big
That's
deal.
how confident
Feels
he is.
pretty good, man. Does.
It's nice.
Ricky Cologne coming in hot with, hello, TRC fam. I really wanted to enter the giveaway, but PR residents are not eligible.
Aww.
Ricky, we know you're going to drive to the U.S. Enter the giveaway, right?
Drive there from Puerto Rico.
Tell Dabbler, right? If you win this thing, say, hey, ship it somewhere in Florida. I'll pick it up sometime eventually.
There you go. Set up a P.O. box at UPS.
You got friends. I know Ricky's got friends in all the low
Sure he
places,
does. Yeah.
right?
Oh, well. Mike just wants to say he loves his Viper chair, followed by Ricky again.
On the other hand, I'm pretty darn excited for G-Technic CSU accreditation coming up on Monday here in PR with Juan and Eric. I know that'll be fun to hang out with the boys. Enjoy it.
Oh,
And
that's
then,
weird. There's a comment from Ridiculous, but it
Ridiculous
appears to have
asking-
been retracted, so I can't read it. Too bad.
Oh my gosh, darn it. He must have said something
man.
dirty.
Yeah, shame.
All right. Phil Bloomer saying, greetings from Salisbury Steak, UK. And yes, cooked Salisbury steak, lol. We'll be
love
getting
that.
my new car in a month, Toyota Corolla Sports Tourer. Practically one out. What's the difference between C1 and CSL?
So C1
go ahead.
C1 was the original.
It's harder, too.
Yeah, correct. But C1 was the original ceramic coating from G-Technic. That was their first coating they ever created. And C1 is kind of, I mean, it's almost like a universal coating, meaning that while, yes, it's great on paint, it can also be used on plastic. It's also used on headlights. Also be used on glass. They call it their oddball surface coating now because it was kind of the most crude version of a ceramic coating, but one of the strongest and one of the hardest, and a little bit harder to apply. But overall, though, I think for the most part, anybody that's using G-Technic products would actually try to shift you more towards CSL now, mainly for the durability, the hydrophobic properties, and the overall
Slickness.
look.
Yeah.
C1 can look good. It can feel good. But CSL is kind of in
You
its
get more
own...
gloss almost with CSL than you
Correct.
do C1, which
and
is
the
why
application is just stupid easy.
But you can
on
top it with
CSL.
EXO also.
Yep,
So
you can. So go CSL in our opinion, but if you have an oddball surface, C1's great as well. So
and you've got CSL and EXO on your Honda, and on your truck you've got C1 and EXO.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And both the hydrophobic properties are great on both. I will give the edge because the Honda Civic got the CSL EXO combo just months after we did the truck with C1 and EXO. And I would say to this day, I think that the CSL and EXO looks better and also just feels better in my opinion. Delphine Bez. Oh, sorry.
We got Dabbler here. Just pointing out
shipping is just so damn expensive. So that's why Ricky needs to enter still and have you ship it somewhere else, and then he will make a plan to go pick it up.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I need joints. I have knee joint issues for months. Very eager to detail my car again. Dang,
sorry to hear that, Delphine.
Hopefully that improves.
Yeah,
for you.
I know that kind of pain. It's no fun at all.
Levi, do you have joint pain at all? Have you? I mean, you're not really a guy that has
You're
joint
asking
pain, right?
this guy.
This guy. It's like your hands are good, your elbows are good, your shoulders are good.
He's in real fighting shape.
Honestly, you're in great shape.
No, so I know that joint pain. It sucks, and so the project I have in the garage right now, it's gonna tear me up.
The Viper chair?
No, not the Viper chair,
okay.
but the truck that I got to work on.
Yeah.
I know that's gonna tear me up a little bit, and so I totally understand, Delphine. Good luck. That's no fun at all, especially knee joints. That's the worst because you can't. It's hard to do anything because you still have to walk around. You know, you don't want to not use it. Where like arms and stuff, you can be like, oh, well, I'm just not going to do the aggressive movement that I used to do. But with the knees, like I'll find that I'll have no issues with my knees. And then I have I suffered a quadricep tear on the top of my knee one year. And it was a partial tear. And it still happens every 6 months or so. I get a massive amount of pain right there again. And all that happens is I'll walk up the stairs or down the stairs wrong. And all of a sudden that pain is back. And it plagues me for weeks. It's insane. It's insane. So, no fun.
Yeah.
Thankfully, my
sorry your
back
quadristeer isn't working.
Yeah, that my back doesn't hurt,
just ain't turning, right?
Everything else hurts. So, thankful my back doesn't hurt.
Thank you, Ricky.
Cologne
Love
is
the
a fan.
subscriber-only chat. You know what?
Nice.
We're trying this, and I think it's a move for the best. Really, it's gonna force people to put some skin in the game. All you got to do is click a button. It doesn't really cost you anything other than a second's worth of time. So thank you to all of you who are commenting because you are a subscriber.
Yeah.
Right. Yep, there we go. That's exactly what I was hoping to hear because Ricky Clone will have somebody here in the U.S. to be able to pick it up if he does win.
True.
So hello from Ontario. Then we have a good question from Grease here that I like. How do you clean pads used for glass polishing like the others?
Well,
question mark.
You need to have a mask on.
Yes.
Because it's cerium oxide. You don't want to breathe that stuff in.
Yep.
So
he's referring to the felt pads that you use with
I know,
cerium
that's
oxide,
what I'm saying.
Right? Correct.
So you got to blow out that particulate, and you don't want to breathe that in. So make sure that you do have a mask on. But you do wash it. You can clean it the same way. This is where a pad washer comes in handy because you can clean that stuff out, and then you can blow it out. But please do wear some eye protection, some lung protection. When you're blowing that out.
I don't think that the cerium oxide completely, like the color, actually stays within that felt because those felt pads are kind of like a whiter felt pad if that's the one you're using, I'm assuming. It kind of sticks around inside there, but you could still get rid of a lot of that residue from off the top layer. So don't so much worry about the color, just worry that you're getting the product out.
Yeah.
Then we have Alex Duar says, cannot wait for 8 o'clock p.m. What's going on there, Alex?
8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time at the MOSHQ. Live unboxing.
You did say that just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
So wow, I guess I'm looking forward to that
right
too.
on my Facebook page. Do you want to just come over and we could just do it live there?
No, I'm busy. I got some things going on. Saying, Mike's Auto Detailing says, how can I get the Rag Company on my live stream for Q&A?
Mike, just send us an email, levi@theragcompany.com, and we will chat with you. There you go. Mike saying, after claying, do you guys wash again? It depends on how bad I had to clay and what's still left on the surface. But no, usually I just do O&R on the surface, rinseless wash, or I wipe it down with
paint prep.
Yeah.
Paint prep. That's what I usually do.
That's the normal. Jeremy saying hi from the United Kingdom. Thank you, Jeremy, for tuning in. Mike C., what do you guys think of when Ivan LaCroix says soap is an antique technology? It shouldn't be around anymore. Soap should be used in museums to teach kids how they used to wash cars. It's true. He's not wrong when he says it.
It doesn't change the fact people enjoy using it. Though.
Right. You got to remember, though, that all of us were taught how to wash a car with soap. None of us were ever born taught to use rinseless. So
unless you're born after
my kids will probably be like, oh, you use soap? That's weird. Yeah. But my kids love using the foam cannon too.
Like vape cleaners eventually for your hands, right? Instead of soap, it's just like steam. Just comes out and you're like, oh, it's sanitized.
So nice.
Yeah, okay.
So the thing is, soap technologies are also changing it compared to what they used to be. So there's a lot of great soaps out there and a lot of soaps with a lot of great cleaning detergents and agents in them. So if you're talking about just plain old car soap, okay. But if you're talking about some of the new stuff and even some of the stuff that Koch has that's over in Europe, insane soaps. And so I don't think we've scratched the surface when it comes to what car soap can be, but I think, I think there's a good way to learn both, and I think as detailers, you need to learn as many different techniques as possible.
Yep.
Oh, that's fair. Grant.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Grant says, note taken, Anthony. I've added onions and mustards for toppings. Perfect.
Good man.
Wonderful. Ricky says, WO.01 is indeed good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jay Pate says, happy Friday, fellas. What's the deal with Anthony's newly developed scent?
Oh, no.
Young German men enjoyed themselves.
Oh, no.
When will it be available? Yeah, so that's still working on that one, right? I've just put a couple other scents above that, which is actually funny because you know who messaged me today?
Oh, no.
Miss Morgan McMurray messaged me with she wanted to know. She says, "Hey Anthony, what's that cologne or that perfume website you go to that compares scents with other scents to find ones that you like the most?" And I said, "Oh, so you're asking what one of my favorite pastimes is, Morgan? That would be Fragrantica, right? www.fragrantica.com. You go in there, you look up your favorite scent, and it'll actually show you adjacent scents to that or other popular scents that people really like, right? You can get lost in there. It's amazing. So while, yes, the young German men enjoying themselves scent will eventually come soon, right? I've been prioritizing the Eau de Dane, or was it the Creme de la Dane, which is definitely more of a creamy fragrance. Working on that as well as a few others.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
So, yeah, that's it for the scent update.
Appropriately following up, HR! Hey guys, when you polish a car, do you polish also over the part that has PPF?
You can, yeah.
I've seen them do it.
So the problem is that sometimes you'll catch that edge and you'll leave compound residue. I usually use O&R to go around that. You can also tape it off. That way you don't hit it if you want to stay away from it. Sometimes you don't need to polish PPF because it can be, in many cases, self-healing. It just needs to be heated up or put in the sun for it to kind of heal. So best course of action is to protect it. Make sure that you don't run your polisher right up to that edge. But on some of the older cars, it's okay to do it because they've probably loaded it up with waxes and other stuff previous to you. So just depends on the car, depends on the owner, depends on what is needed and what the job calls for.
You can always tell when you see that seam and it's just got all this
Oh,
stuff
yeah. I used to get
caked
cars
underneath.
and you just have a black car with a white line right down the middle of it and it'd be filled. And they're like, yeah, I just
Gee, I
wax
wonder
it.
if this car has PPF.
No, they literally go, yeah, I wax it every month. And you're like,
shows.
oh, okay. Fun fact, you can use O&R or steam to clean that little line and get it looking fresh again.
Good tip. Kirby Thompson.
Happy pre-weekend to TRC crew. We'll be back online soon. I'm busy.
Well
that's
keep
all right,
busy
Kirby.
then, but
Have fun.
come when you can. All right, Mountain Town Detail.
So now what? Oh, I have no idea. What do you guys think? Red, black, or pizza?
What?
No idea what that means.
That feels extremely
Justin,
out of
tell us
context.
what's up.
But hi.
It's in the detail saying, hi from the United Kingdom. I use O&R in all my wash regimes. Awesome, man. Congrats. Thank you.
All right, this is the part where I figure out what page we're on. Hold on. This is a journey.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay, here we go.
So we're in the ballpark.
All right. Mountain Town saying, just humoring you guys. Damon, Levi, I'd like to add the Drago to my detailing arsenal. I've got just about every towel for specific purposes already. What's your best recommendation use for these towels? It's very similar to the 365 in the sense that it is also the same weave and GSM.
The base towel is similar.
They're very similar. So I kind of use they're both. I'll use the either a 365 or a Drago. I just like the Drago better because it's a little more stable in a lot of senses because of that edge. Because of the 70-30 suede edge that's around it, it kind of that towel stays, it holds its shape a little better.
It's not going to fold over on itself as easy.
So I like it for compounds and polish removal a lot more because I can keep that towel in there instead of getting it kind of piled and bunched up. So I use it mostly for that, but I also really like it I use it for bead maker, honestly. Mm-hmm. That's what my main use is for it.
Now, Graham has
so a last step product works great too. Can you confirm that Clean and Shiny's order of UBSs is on the way? Well, Graham, let's put it this way. I can confirm that they have ordered some. As to when it's going to arrive, I don't have that information. Maybe John Hull can pop in on the chat and let us know as to when those are going to arrive. Because here's the problem. We have had a lot of stuff that has gone out and has been stuck in shipping because there's not enough boats to make it over. So stuff is just stacking up on the docks as these boats are showing up and loading up and then headed back over and dropping off and coming back, and they're stuff's just just backing up. So
global shipping is still in a bit of a
ever since that boat got stuck, it's completely screwed everything up. Yeah. So transcontinental shipping or transoceanic is very, very difficult right now.
But not for lack of trying.
Yeah. So that may have been part of an air freight order, but I'm not sure. I don't have that information in front of me. So hopefully John will pop in and at least give us a timeline as to when those arrive.
He's been known to pop up.
Last time I talked to him, he had ordered some. So, all right. For the headliner question, I was also wondering what tools would work best. No tools, just towels. Yeah. Towels really work the best. If you want to get a little brush, a VLB or vinyl leather brush works great on headliners because it's very delicate. So,
good call.
Anthony?
All right. So the next question is... Hey guys, I recently had a big problem with humidity when applying CSL. It was flashing instantaneously. I ended up putting up the bottles in the ice, ended up putting the bottles in ice to help me get the job done. Ever encounter this?
So I've never encountered it, but we're not in a high humidity area. So when we coat, we're always low humidity.
When we were, I will say though, when we were applying Halo onto Dane's Jag recently,
in the shop,
we were dealing with some pretty high humidity in the shop because the shop we had washed the car previously, and the shop was extremely humid and extremely hot on this day because it was before we had our little AC unit. And when we were playing Halo, it was flashing instantly.
It was, that's right. Yeah.
Instantly. And so we did have an experience with that. What we ended up using, we used a little bit more of an aggressive towel. So like while some of us were using the pearl weaves, some of us switched over to the 365s just to kind of get to it faster. Basically, it was faster wiping is what it was because it was flashing so much faster. We were staying on top of it, and we were shrinking the size of panels that we were doing. Yeah. So we were taking a normal size panel and cutting it in half. But other than that, though, that was it. It didn't have any effect negatively on the coating at all whatsoever. I mean, Dane's Jag is shedding water beautifully, but I think you just need to be able to adjust to that type of, adjust to the environment. I mean, be ready to, work on the fly. Do that first coat and see how it goes. And if you feel like you have a long working time, then go for it. If you don't, then stay on it.
Yeah, I like it.
Sense. All right.
Dabbler saying, I want a Bev TRC sticker. I think that would actually be pretty cool.
That'd
if
be
we
pretty
could
great.
find, we talked to your folks about maybe the anniversary in which they bought the company.
Yeah.
We could maybe we get a photo of her and then we cartoon it a little bit.
It'd be kind of fun.
And make a Rag Company sticker.
Once again, as per her wishes. She may not want that,
but
we can run it by.
But I think that'd be pretty cool. I think if we did a kind of a cool cartoony style picture of her. For a while, we used to have Bev's Bargains.
That's right.
Jeff
there was
that
like
on the website.
The specials area on the website
Bev's
was
Bargains.
Bev's Bargains. Yeah.
Yep.
Which I thought was a cute touch.
Yeah.
All right. Yoshi.
What would cause Woaho's Showstopper to streak? I applied it after washing my car the other day. There's streaks everywhere. I applied it at night in the dark, so I did not see the streaks at the time.
Showstopper doing that?
Probably just that. Probably too much Showstopper on the surface, and you didn't wipe it enough, honestly.
Yeah, I'd say, so with Showstopper, like I think a lot of people, especially back in the day, they were over-applying it.
Yeah, too much.
They were like, because like, they thought of it as just normal quick detailer. Honestly, dude, it's literally like one spray per panel. 1 to 2 sprays per panel, and 1 spray on the towel, and then just work it in completely, flip the towel consistently, and get it to where it's nice and universal. The product spreads really easily, but I could see how some people might, spray it on, wipe it, think that they see it flash, then move on. Yeah. It's something that you're applying something to the surface with that product. It's absolutely something is going on the top of that coat. The other thing too is that if you already have too much protectants underneath, it could be building up. So
yeah,
go from there.
Cameron saying, I can't not miss a TRC live stream. I had to tune in for a little while. Thank you guys so much for the well wishes. It is still a Q&A. So at what age can I start teaching my daughter how to detail cars? Soon as she pops out, you can start talking to her about it, start running her through it.
Educating
It's called imprinting. You need to imprint these ideas into her brain while she's still young.
I see.
Huh.
Yeah. Then you can start doing stuff. I did, dude. I used to play songs. I used to show her like with little Hot Wheel cars, little toy cars and stuff. Even her little stuff, I'd bring out towels and just let her play with them.
Down.
Yeah, just show her how to wipe stuff down. That's all you got to do. So
Just
and you
clean up
grow from
after
there.
yourself. Yeah.
My kids will come out now in the garage and they'll grab a polisher and ask if they can do something on a car, and I'll help them with it.
And if you say no, they'll still do it.
They'll do it for a few seconds, and they're like, "All right, I'm done. I'm good. Bye."
I've had the experience.
Yeah.
That's enough. Bye.
Yeah. Our very own Lisa Newhouse, who works here at the Rag Company, says, I don't think I knew what Levi's hair looked like under a hat.
There it is.
There you go.
Granted, he's cut it short very recently. It was not that short.
Levi actually does his own hair.
I do.
Yeah.
I cut my own hair. Believe it or not.
So now we know.
There you go, Lise.
Nucleus.
All right, Nucleus Vision. If so, I'm just curious how you handled it. The ice came in clutch, but I would love as many solutions to this as possible. Yeah, so biggest thing, temperature, heat, smaller sides, smaller pieces, smaller sections. I think cooling it probably helped, but honestly, it's the overall temperature of the vehicle that you're working on, the surface that you're working on, the product that's applying.
It's not. I would say it's so much the product. I would just say it's everything else playing a part of
If you're in
that.
a cool room, but the panels
But if
are
it
still
helped,
hot,
if it helped, it helped. I mean, no arguing that.
Yep.
Lex Garage says, "Ha ha ha, fans, please." Yes, it gets hot in here.
Yeah. No, the fan. Thank you to
A couple of big
Glenn who
boys
brought
in
that
this
here.
small
Definitely
tiny
helps.
room. It's a little toasty.
Yeah. All right.
Is that a super chat?
Super
Yeah.
chat. Very nice.
Oh man.
Dane, now that you've got that booty, are you ready to sell me your Tacoma for way under market value? Consider the super chat a
Let's
down
check what the
payment
amount
from
was.
Mr.
$5.
Trollin 86. Very
Dane.
nice.
A down payment on a car with $5.
Be
I'd
grateful for
impressed.
that $5.
Very nice.
In a vacuum, that $5 is extremely nice. As a payment on a car, we got some making up to do, buddy.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Lex Garage says we need to find you a fan guy. That would be delightful.
That would be lovely.
Ozzy Bear the Rooster, I'm interested in the subscriber numbers. Dane, could you post subscriber count before this Q&A and then after? That was a good idea. We should have thought of that.
I think we should have thought of that before we did. Watch, it's going to be like 3.
Yeah. Jamie the Cleaner, Interior Mitt, such an underrated product. TRC, happy Friday Eve. Gang, thank you, Jamie. We appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.
Dabbler says, I know an OnlyFans guy you'd like.
Oh,
Lex. Mike saying hi to everybody. And Lex saying, you're always one step ahead, Dabbler. Poets Flamel, is there any reason why I would use a dedicated clay lube spray instead of O&R? Well, unless you like it. Yeah. Sometimes they smell good. Sometimes they have better lubricity. The Koch Chemi clay spray, it's a league of its own.
That's like the best one.
It's crazy. It makes it feel way slipperier.
Yeah. All right, Sam Taylor here.
Hey guys, Levi, what brand is that pop-up tent you got from Amazon called? I searched for it, but I couldn't find it. Keep being awesome, guys. I will look for
Ozark?
it. No, the Ozark Trail is what we did the video outside, but he's talking about the black and blue one we had at the event.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let me pull it up real quick and I will tell you. Go ahead, Dane. Next one.
Meanwhile, Jamie the Cleaner waving saying, Mike. And then Epico Bananicus saying, hey, party people. For taillights, headlights, and trim, would you say C1 is great for all of those? Or a headlight plastic specific ceramic coating would be preferred? That's a good question.
No, I mean, so C1 can do all those things. It can. I'm not going to say that it can't. You could use more specific trim coatings. So for example, the G-Technic trim coating is fantastic. It's great. It's not a headlight coating, so C1 would be used probably on headlights or CSL. But I would say that C1, I mean, it's going to do all those things that you want it to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of jack of all trades. No master of one, but a jack of all.
C1 seems like it was designed to just kind of stick to almost everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's pretty tough stuff. But you
it
get different benefits from
we
glass
coated
specific.
Dane's massage chair with it.
Yeah. There you go. Very nice.
Slide right out.
Yeah.
Sam,
now you got it.
Sam
here.
Taylor, just so you know, it's called Coo Shade, COOSHADE, and it is a 13 by 13 pop-up.
That
Coo
sounds like the
Shade.
Amazon I know.
Yep.
All right.
It's about $140.
Bonato.
Use an acid shampoo for hot cars. Foam it, rinse it. Use an alkaline pre-wash after. Okay,
that
don't
was
know what else it
the
says.
extent of it.
Oh, Coach Chemi
there we go.
H9 and FO6 polished. Am I the only one to see them so dusty and humid and hot? Wow, Luca, I am very confused by that. I will say H9 does have a tendency to, because that is heavy cut, it does have a tendency to dust a little bit.
Seems like we get
but
everybody.
we're not hot. We're not humid and hot, so I can't stay to that kind of temperature.
Everybody jumps to like the heavy cut, and most of the time it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Fine cut, baby, all the way.
Yeah. Jackson, best DI water filter for a mobile setup in your professional opinions. Thanks, Anthony.
Sierra Spotless, man. I mean, mobile setup, Sierra Spotless on the cart. So instead of doing the wall mount, unless you have like a really nice rig or a nice trailer or a setup like that, I would just go with the Dolly, the Dolly Sierra Spotless system. It's awesome.
That's
You'll
all
love
built
it.
in there.
We have Lloyd G says, how's it going? When's the best time to apply iron remover, before or after claying? It's a big controversy.
big debate.
Technically, you can do it before, or you can put an iron remover before because it will help dissolve some of those particulates.
Yeah.
Also, when you do that, you can then clay because it'll remove the rest of it. You do chemical and mechanical.
All right. And Alex Dewar.
Anthony, I'm happy you got your washing solution package dialed in. Looks pretty solid. CR Spotless is giving you the freedom to become a chatty Cathy. Love it.
It is pretty solid. I mean, like, I think, honestly, if I were to upgrade my connectors, because I'm basically just running a combination of Amazon quick disconnects and like Home Depot special, female to female, male to male fittings and whatnot. But it's not bad. I mean, the main goal is that I didn't want it to leak, and I wanted to have it where there's enough water supply to the system to where I'm not losing any pressure or there's no issues there. I finally got it all dialed to where it works. It doesn't leak. How long will it not leak for? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have so many extra connectors and pieces and, washers and all that stuff and Teflon tape that I should be able to fix it as I go. But I think that the whole hardline system, like we have here at the Rag Company, and how Matt does in all of his videos, that's not really realistic. I don't need the hardline stuff. I'm totally fine with going soft.
Sure.
Right.
Right.
And figuring that out. So, but I really like it. Honestly, that's a good investment.
There you go.
Happy.
Okay.
Ridiculous. I just got the lights from OG for my garage, but I was thinking about a good polished light for interior. I have a Rupes, but I kind of don't want to use it too often, so I just wanted opinions on that. Yeah, the Scan Grip headlamp. Save your life a million times over.
If you're only going to buy just one, that's it.
It's in the detail, again, from United Kingdom, asking, have you guys ever tried Built Hamburg products? Not all of them, but we have played with their
Clay
clay.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Also, can't get a pad washer anywhere from Detailed Image or anywhere. Just wanted to see if you know about the availability, if you can get it, since I'd buy it from you, since I need rags to riches and pearls. Thank you, Ridiculous. So,
Could be on Amazon.
it could also just be they're out of stock.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can check Amazon. You can even call Lake Country themselves.
Yeah, that's another
Reach out to
option.
them. See.
All right. Luca again.
I see different application methods with CSL.
CSL, yeah.
Some apply and remove right after. Others just do entire panels and wipe off. It depends on the temperature and the humidity. Here in Boise, we can do on a normal day when it's like 80 degrees and no humidity, we can hit 2-3 panels, come back and wipe it off. Other times you can only get about a panel to maybe a 2 foot by 2 foot section. So Epo Benenicus said, well, my question got answered.
Oh, good. That's the point here.
Ricky, new carbon fiber spoiler for the M3. Car sits outside, so I need to minimize exposed carbon fiber from yellowing. Which coating do I use? Thinking high UV protection, but also wondering if a harder like Inspiration is better. What do you think, Anthony?
Let's see. New CF spoiler, car sits outside, minimize exposed yellowing. What coating to use? Gosh, man, I don't
2K
know.
clear.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, no. If
you're feeling insane.
I'm guessing it's already got clear on it.
So Inspiration would be good.
I would probably say Inspiration would be fine. I think Legend would be fine if you had any extra Legend lying around.
Yeah.
Aero Coat I don't think is meant to last that long.
No.
So I would say probably between Inspiration and Legend, whatever you have, I think it's going to last quite some time, and they're pretty hard coatings. So give it a shot though. That with weekly toppings of Bead Maker, you're fine. You're golden.
Hey guys,
Chris O'Grady. Oh, what's that?
Yeah, Chris O'Grady.
Chris O'Grady says, "Hey guys, hope you're well. Shift this over to there.
Yep.
Should I polish a brand new car and then apply wax, or would it be okay to just apply a wax once it's had its first wash, decon, etc.?"
Depends on the car. Depends on what it needs. You know, Nate's truck was very clean when we washed it.
Yeah.
We didn't have to do a lot to it. I still hit it with a polisher just to make it nice. Ryan's Chevy pickup, we finished that. We didn't even have to polish it. We just coated right over the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Josh's dad's Acura, we just washed it, coated it. It really just depends on the car.
Yeah.
If it seems like it doesn't need a lot, then by all means,
Can't wait to add.
Save some time. There's nothing wrong with it. Save some time.
All right, Han's closing.
Happy belated Wash Wednesday, people.
Hey, by the way, if you haven't watched it, go watch it when you're done with
go
this,
watch
of
the new
course.
one.
All right,
Poets Flamel, what kind of protection would you use for your beloved daily? Well, Anthony's got C1 and XO on the Ram, CSL and XO on the Honda, Opticoat Pro on the Evo, and then what do you have on Katie's, on the 4Runner?
Nothing.
It doesn't deserve it.
Honestly, I think, dude, I don't know what's on there. I really don't even know what's on that car anymore. Still beads.
Yep.
Still beads, still sheets. I wash it once a month, so that protection just lasts an ungodly amount of time.
We do a lot of different stuff. I've got Soul on the Suburban, and I've got Soul on the Elantra. I have nothing but Beadmaker and Uno Protect on the Camry. So I need to coat that next. Dane just got it coated, got the wrap coated.
Halos on the Jag.
Yeah, and then we still got to get the silver truck. Do you have anything on that?
The
on your
Tacoma, it has a mixture of Beadmaker and some other stuff. There was like a half and half done on the hood that still works, by the way. Whatever you put on one half of the hood still beads.
Oh, wow.
And the other half sheets, kind of, barely. Well, actually, it pools.
And then the new truck, we still have to do
The new
stuff
truck is a clean slate, although looking at it, boy, I feel like that's just a candidate for Easy Coat if there ever was one, right? You just look at it and you're just like, I'm done.
Yeah, there you go. Blaine Endo saying aloha from Hawaii. Curly Wolf saying hello from Virginia. What are the 5 chemical products that you make sure you never run out of? Tire dressing, O&R, Uno Protect, Express Interior Cleaner, and Bead Maker. Those are my 5. Anthony?
5 chemical products that you make sure to never run out of. 5 chemical products. Okay. O&R. And then either Power Clean or Green Star, they can trade places there. I would have both of them. From there, I'd probably say Bead Maker, so that puts me at 3. And then probably if I were to throw, I mean, now that I've been using soap, I'll just go ahead and say GSF because I've just been using it.
Yeah.
And then lastly, because I'd be using O&R and maybe Green Star for the interior stuff, so I'm not worried about that. Probably Brake Buster, man.
Yeah.
Brake Buster for wheels and
That's a good
tires. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that pretty much sums it up.
Dane?
And
you got 5 that you would be without?
O&R is like the obvious one. Always have that around.
It's nice. What would you have at your house?
Like realistically, at my house.
Well, when we do your garage tour, what are we going to find on your shelf?
You would find O&R.
Okay.
You would find Bead Maker.
Okay.
You would find probably paint prep.
Okay.
I think realistically. And then as far as the other two go, I think I would have probably a tire dressing of sorts, whether it's T2 or, Shine All, something like that. Probably one of those. And the last one would be like chemical products. I mean,
probably a can of that honey wax for you, Dane.
For me, I love
Or a
Motor
good glass
Plast. I was
cleaner.
going to say Motor Plast is probably where I go with that.
Oh, okay.
Just because you can make anything look
Yeah,
nice with that.
there we go.
So,
Yeah.
probably realistically. And actually, that's a great place to hop
we'll go
off,
to break.
pump the brakes for a second. We're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we'll get all the rest of your questions. There's a lot of them still coming, so stick around.
There we go.
Yep.
Hello, and welcome to a promo for our new series called Satisfying Saturdays. Now, what are Satisfying Saturdays? Well, I'll tell you. They're a little bit of audio, a little bit of video, put together in a satisfying combination while we do some sort of detailing on the side there, you could say. It's ASMR adjacent. So it's not going to be perfect ASMR, but it's mostly just going to be sounds of brushes and foam and water and detailing products. Just a very satisfying combination of all the things you love about detailing without any of the, noise that you don't want to have in there, right?
Oh, that didn't sound good.
Something you can just relax to, put on in the background. I don't care how you watch it, I just care that you watch it. So, that's really all there is to say about it. Check it out, I think you'll enjoy it.
Hey guys, Levi with the Rag Company. Have you ever wondered what it takes to turn a car from a 0 to a hero? Have you ever wondered, can you buy a car and fix it back up and then resell it for a lot more money? Well, if those are the questions you've been asking, have I got the show for you. That's right, we here at the Rag Company bought ourselves a project car, and over the course of the next year, we're gonna be doing all kinds of cool stuff to it. We're gonna be polishing it, we're gonna be cleaning it, we're gonna be putting new parts on it, fixing the wheels, fixing the interior, fixing the dings, fixing the dents, fixing the clear coat, all that stuff. We're even gonna be cleaning the windows, can you believe it? And we are gonna be finding lots of fun parts to put on, kind of personalize it, and make it our own. That's right, it's TRC Rex. That's what we've been calling it, and it's a pretty rad little car. And we're hoping to turn it from a 0 into a hero.
Hey guys, Anthony with the Rag Company, and have you checked out our Instagram? You haven't? You have? I'm not really sure, but it is arguably the most entertaining Instagram page of all time. It's hilarious. There's tons of cool towel posts and detailing products, and I'm not really selling this, am I? Not really? Okay, well, it's a really cool page where we post a ton of sale content as well as cool pictures of new products and new releases and kind of everything we do there. And we also host the Grand Ambassador program on there as well, which is our take on a sponsorship. Now, to learn more about the Grand Ambassador program, just check out the link down below in the description, and it'll take you to one of the main pages that kind of talks about the program and what we do, but is ultimately our take on a sponsorship. And we've had plenty of Grand Ambassadors watching this show with you right now. So you can check out our Instagram in the links below. Make sure to check it out. Give us a follow. I think that you're really gonna like it.
Things are going well.
There we
Hopefully,
go.
there it
Hey.
is. All right. So, welcome back from the break. Hopefully, it wasn't too long for you. And if you haven't figured it out and you're joining us in the middle of the show, I'm just going to reiterate. You want to leave those questions and those comments in this Q&A, you got to be subscribed to the channel. That's the new rule. So, go ahead, and
That's
if you
the
haven't
new
already,
rule?
yes, that's the new rule.
From
So,
now on till forever?
From now on till forever
Okay.
on these live Q&As.
The
So,
heck, man?
if you are not subscribed, there's a very easy way to solve that. You just look right down there. You see the red button that says subscribe. You click it. You refresh your browser window, and now you can comment.
Well, Dane, how much
It's as
does it
simple
cost
as
to
that.
subscribe to our channel?
Nothing.
It's free.
Literally nothing. But like
Surprised not
1
more
second of your
people.
time. So if you want to leave a comment or a question, do that.
Yeah.
And you're free to comment away, question away, all you want. So, with that in mind, let's get back to it, huh, guys? Oh, wait a
Aaron,
second.
so-called life, saying in the video of wash clay and wax in one step with one, could it be used with soap and water method? One hand with the mitt, the other clay towel, and use Optimum Carex as a drying agent? No, because you have to rinse the soap off.
Mm-hmm.
You have to remember that, Aaron. You have to rinse the soap off. And then he goes, Optimum no rinse. Dang it, autocorrect. So would you be using...
Okay.
Yeah, you could do that.
O&R would be okay.
But the problem is you still have soap. So you have to
Yeah.
remove the soap.
Yeah.
That's all. So you're going to be using a lot more product.
It's
the
just
theory
kind
of
of
this was
wasteful
that you weren't
where
using
you don't
soap.
need it to be.
Yeah. Phil Bloomer says it's Pepsi Max time.
Ooh.
28 degrees centigrade, 82 degrees. Whew. All right, Phil. Cheers, brother. We've all got ourselves a little Pepsi Max here. Dane's the only one drinking Pepsi Max.
Zero sugar.
Well,
We've got the
I love me zero sugar.
mango. Well, that's what it is now. It's
Yeah.
zero sugar. They changed it. It's
became
no
that.
longer Pepsi
Oh.
Max.
Yeah.
So, has a higher. The fun thing that makes it different is it's got higher caffeine than regular Diet Pepsi.
I feel like I noticed that.
So,
Yeah. But no sugar. So, moving
Aaron
on.
says, "Do you think Optimum Norins will come up with an SiO2 infused like Wolfgang rinseless wash?" Never know.
Never say never, but
Yeah.
at the same time, haven't seen it on the horizon at this point.
Yeah. Carly Wolf here. What happened to that Jersey bug sponge, and what can we use until it's available again? Jersey bug scrubber, if they're out of stock, then I am sorry, Phil. I would say hold off.
We're starting to run out of excuses of why we're out of stock other than just,
Again, it happens both ways.
yeah.
Countries are out of stock because we're waiting on boats. We've got stuff sitting on our docks waiting to get to us. Same kind of thing, waiting on a boat. So
We're trying so
hopefully
hard, guys.
soon. We've been air shipping a lot of stuff in that we just to get stuff here quicker.
Which, to be clear, is a lot more expensive than using a boat.
Costs a lot of money. So we've been doing it
we're
for
taking
certain
the hit on
items
that
that we
just
need
to try and
sell out of
Have
stuff.
stuff in place.
So
Ooh, looks like we got
fingers
Ricky
crossed.
Cologne.
Ricky Cologne
Giveaway
says giveaway.
entered.
Yeah,
Nice.
boom, nice.
Good job, buddy.
How much Ricky just spend? He spent $600.
Probably $600.
About 100 tickets.
Yeah.
You pulled a Dane. All right.
Hans saying, did you guys ship a container full of the pucks to the TRCEU yet, lol? Yes, Hans. Sure we did already. Graham says, pop my O&R cherry last weekend.
Oh,
We'll have to
my.
try again. Still feels off. It will.
I feel
First
that
time
way.
you wash a car with O&R, it feels strange. Second time, your car's going to love it. You'll love it.
O&R loves going where O&R has been. You
Yeah.
really notice that once you
It
start
has a
using
memory.
more. Yeah.
Yeah. Our buddy
Dirk
Dirk Dew, who was working on a LaFerrari the other day, gorgeous.
Good for him.
Him and Timo been teaming up, doing some projects together. Pretty awesome stuff to see our very own Timo Moeller of Rag Company,
Heck yeah.
Germany, doing stuff with Dirk Dew over there. Can't wait to see you guys doing that stuff some more. But happy day. Nice day for all.
Absolutely.
Dirk Dew. Jackson Hodges, my father recently purchased a new 3500.
Ooh.
He lives 1,000 miles away. Very little experience. What's something you'd recommend he apply? Great value, simple application. Easy Coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, get him a
For
bottle of
value.
Easy Coat. It doesn't take a lot. He can wash it, use soap and water, and then put that on his garden hose, spray his truck down with that, rinse it off again, and dry it. Be done.
It's like when you put in the sprayers for like plant food.
Yeah.
You do that
No,
thing,
it's something he
except
could
in this
do.
case, you're coating the vehicle.
My dad did it on his motorhome. Loved it. Absolutely. He was like, that was so easy.
Because on a motorhome, who wants to take the time to go through the little
Well, he
applicator
washes it.
trying to...
My dad washes his motorhome with O&R.
Oh, man.
He figured out how to do it, and he's
Really?
like loving it.
I mean,
But then he
it
did
does
the
make
Easy
life
Coat,
easier.
and he was like, oh my gosh. He just sprayed it on. They
Yeah.
dried the whole thing off. His
Yeah.
favorite towel's the big liquidator for that.
So, just bear that
But yeah.
in mind.
Great value, simple application. 6 months durability. I'm thinking it's almost a year durability is what it's getting.
Oh, that's nice.
But they are saying 6 months. Ken Strausheim.
Ooh.
You put it up on the
Whoa,
side. Dane
there's a
can't
lot
read
here.
it.
Let me pull that up.
I used what should be good quality sealers and wax on my black Ford. The sides look excellent and have held up great. However, the water beading and protection go away in a couple weeks. Is it the UV rays, the heat of black paint in the summer? I've used Jesscar Power Lock topped with Colonite. I wash my hand with a good pH-balanced car wash soap, no coin-op car wash soap, then use PNS Bead Maker. Paint is in excellent condition, but I can't get protection to last. What gives?
How about prep? Was there stuff in there before you went in and did all that?
Are you washing every week, or are you washing every month or 6 weeks or so? That's the other question. Because if you're washing every week, what you've done is totally fine, especially if you're topping with Bead Maker after every wash. You shouldn't even be noticing these issues.
No.
As to if you're spraying on and letting it actually sit and not doing anything for 3 to 6 months or 6 weeks, you're going to probably see that kind of that situation. Because what it is, it's not the protection. It's the dirt that's on the vehicle. Once you wash the car, rinse it again, you should be able to see your protection again on the surface. Should still be there.
Might be masked for a period of time.
Yeah.
Well, it's dirty. There's contaminants on it.
Okay. Good to note. All right. So, moving along here. After Ken comes Poets.
Anthony.
Did you ever consider... Oh, sorry. I'm eating the gummy bears that Ozzy Bear got me.
Oh,
Did you
that's what
ever
that smell is.
consider to PPF your glossy bee pillars? You should. You should.
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly.
everybody with
Brand
glossy
new.
bee pillars.
Right
should.
off the
Glossy bear pillars? All right.
Yeah. Dane should do that on the new truck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I've got Lex Garage.
$10.
Whoa.
Yeah, super chat.
We'll clap for that.
Yeah. Just wants
Heck
us
yeah.
to clap for him. There you go,
Yeah,
brother.
no, you get extra
There you
claps
go,
because
brother.
you asked
That's
nicely.
Yeah, extra claps. Woo.
Yeah,
All
a little
right,
more,
yeah,
a little
all
more.
right.
Oh, look,
Yeah,
even
man,
Glenn's over there
Glenn's even
clapping.
doing it. Nice.
Yeah, see what happens when you super
All
chat?
right. Lex says, but really, what's your favorite product and applicator for dressing meaty truck tires? I can't find a combo that I really like. Well, Anthony, as a truck owner with some aggressive tires,
yeah.
what do you like to use?
So thanks for having me, Levi. So yeah, as a man who runs the Bridgestone KO2s, right? Or BF Goodrich.
BF Goodrich.
KO2s.
Yeah.
Tell
See
me
if Goodrich.
more.
Did I say Bridgestone?
Man, as a sponsored,
So much for a sponsor happening there.
Who's your tire sponsor again?
None of them.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm running the BF Goodrich KO2.
Right. Yes.
Right. Great
All-terrain
tire.
KO2.
Very aggressive.
Yes.
You say off-brand KO2?
No, I said BF. I said the all-terrain.
All-terrain
Yes.
KO2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I dress those,
What size are those? 33s?
Yeah,
Nice.
I
Healthy.
take like
Very
32.4, but I tell
Nice.
people 33s.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
all right.
Yeah, you round
kinda
up.
Round up.
I get
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I end up using for those is I'll use an applicator for the flatter part of the sidewalls, but when it gets to the actual meaty tread, I brush everything in.
What kind of brush do you use?
So I use, well,
You bet to let us in on a little secret here?
not really. It's not a secret. It's also something I'm not really proud of. So I was using the Detail Factory brushes, right? The boar's hair, the black boar's hair. It was too nice of a brush to be
Right,
doing
yeah.
that with, right? So I had some just old. I guess you could use a paintbrush if you wanted
There
to,
it is.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could use a paintbrush, but you could also use a really cheap detailing brush, like like the one that you can get like $3 for $10 off
Yeah.
Amazon. But get one of those. You know it's going to break. You know it's going to be nasty, and you don't want to use it again. Spray a little bit of your dressing into that brush, and then just brush it on, right? The other thing too is I like to use T2 tire dressing. So T2 doesn't have a sprayer; it's just got like a trickle, like a pop cap, right?
Mhm.
Pop that cap, drop a little bit into those bristles, and then just brush it in those areas that are more intricate. I think it looks good, holds up.
Yeah. I like to use an air compressor and my HVLP gun.
Oh yeah.
And back in the day, I used to use OptiBond. Love spraying OptiBond
Where do you get
1
those
to 1.
HVP guns at?
So you can pick them up anywhere. An
HPV or
an
HVP?
HVLP.
Okay, not
High volume,
HPV.
low pressure gun.
Okay.
So you can pick
gotcha.
one of those up. It's a paint gun. You could figure, you could adjust it so that you can spray it pretty heavy on the surface. The other thing, what I like is the gun I have is an old Optimum gun. The person that is still carrying those guns now is Rugged Restore.
Somebody that we don't know.
Kevin Davis,
Oh, we know
Yes.
Kevin Davis.
detailer's
Yeah.
helper, Rugged
Yeah.
Restore. He is selling that gun as part of his water-based truck bed liner kit.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
cool.
So you could buy that gun from him and utilize it with any of your favorite water-based tire dressings.
Wow.
You can adjust it and you can spray those on there.
Well, you must need a pretty high output
No, just
compressor.
a normal air compressor will run.
Low
You
pressure is
Really?
right
Yeah.
in the
And
name.
you can dress anything.
can dress anything. I used to dress semi tires with my
Really?
HVLP gun because I loved doing that on the big semi-truck tires.
I'm kind of feeling like I might need to invest
faster,
in this.
easier.
For my 37-inch Furies.
Yeah, but your 37-inch Furies, Dane, only have less than 4 inches of sidewall.
True, but they are knobby.
They are knobby.
Very
I think the
knobby.
brush method may be the best bet for
Maybe,
you in this situation. But we could try it. We'd have to adjust our fan pattern down to that little
Each
4 or
wheel
5
is like
inch.
the size of the hood of a Fiat 500.
Augie walked up to your truck the other day and he's like, tried to rest his
Oh, man.
arm on the tire. He couldn't even do that.
Nope. Dabbler. Oh, so we're doing that now at Lex Garage. Nice. Well, it's not a
Would you
competition
guys please
unless you
consider
make it one.
offering a used towel recycling service in the future? I'd be happy to ship my old towels back to you to know they're being disposed of as responsibly as possible. Tonezors.
That's
very nice.
That's
Honestly,
a great idea.
yeah.
However, we would have to build another facility just to do something with those towels. Perhaps when we take over the Gem State Gymnastics building, here's what we do. We take all those old towels we get back, put them in the foam pit.
Yeah, the foam
Ooh,
pit becomes...
And we jump in.
Oh, I don't know if that would be good.
Oh, this one burns.
It's still wool.
This one's still lacquered.
There's
I think this one's
There's
sticky.
splinters in this one.
There's wood
This
splinters.
one was dropped in the gravel. It's just rocks in here.
It's not a fun event.
Yeah.
There are
However,
bugs in here. Okay.
Tonezors, I don't know. You're gonna have to find a way to dispose
Best
of
thing
them
that
yourself.
you could do is
I love the thought,
just
though, like,
promise,
the
promise us
thought's
that you won't
great.
throw them in the ocean.
Yeah,
Right?
I just throw mine in the garbage.
Don't.
Do
when I'm
you?
done. I put them. I've got a trash bag. I go
Well,
through.
Dane bought a shredder for his. So just for his, when he's not shredding his mail, he can throw his
shred his
microfiber
towels.
towels in there.
Yeah.
He's had some issues with the pluffle bunching up a little
Yeah, I
bit.
could see that.
Wow, I thought that was just dog fur flying around my house. Apparently, I haven't been paying attention.
So,
Yeah.
that's a nice idea. It's probably not
Genuinely,
feasible
like,
for us.
great idea.
However, I will say, dispose of your towels properly. I just throw them in the trash. It's probably not the best thing, but
Try
really
to
the only
demote
thing.
them as much as you can.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
try to like
try to
run
get
them,
as many
more ways
uses
you
out
can
of
run
it.
them
find to
through a
reuse
life
them
cycle.
yourself.
Yeah.
What's
That's
crazy
the big
too is
recycle.
that like so tire shops, right? They'll use towels because they need to wipe out the wheels and stuff like that and remove excess grease and stuff from when they're mounting the tires. But I drop a case off over at Discount Tire what seems like every couple months because they seem to be getting a new set of wheels and tires or needing something done every few months. So I drop the tires there. But they use and abuse those towels until the microfiber is literally shredded. There's literally pieces of towel that they're using because they use them down to every single square inch. And so I would say if there's anybody that you know of that you could either donate them to or a shop that you feel like could use them and abuse them till literally they are disintegrating, do it. I mean, I was like, wait, you guys are using towels to this degree? And they're like, yeah, because...
Yeah, when it starts to look like
they-
Rambo's bandana, it's time to move on.
They're like, we
but-
want to get the most out of them.
Yeah.
And I said, well, that's cool because, we drop them on the floor as detailers and say, well, that's that.
But
There you
that's
And
truly
trash.
that's the real recycling. There is literally recycling it through your lineup in an area it makes
Give it to
sense.
somebody that might use it. Okay, next up we have what seems to be a super
chat
chat.
from Dabbler.
Oh my!
Details coming in hot.
saying
Yes.
pick someone in the chat and I'll give them an entry into the giveaway.
Oh wow!
Wow.
No way.
I don't know. I was just thinking maybe the Messinas.
They could use a little pick me up while they're in the hospital.
They're at the hospital trying to have a baby.
You know what? Yeah, I think that would be a good gift.
Okay.
Yeah, Cameron Messina.
Let's call that our gift to them.
Yeah.
All right.
We
That's
got you an
that's,
entry.
Birthday gift.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got you
for
an
the
entry
newborn.
into the Dabbler Details giveaway. There you go.
Okay. You heard it here
Ooh.
first, folks.
Okay, moving on.
Lex calling in the suck up. And then Brian, when
It's
it comes to
effective.
cleaning touchscreens, what chemicals and tools do you recommend? Anthony.
Touch screens, man. I really, honestly, chemicals isn't something I usually use. I use a little bit of O&R diluted
O&R
at
is the right
256 to 1. That's, if you want to consider that the chemical. So O&R 256 to 1, and I use eaglets.
Mm-hmm.
Eaglets.
They're the right size
Eaglet
for that.
350s. Have yourself a stack of them and use them. Because
Yeah.
if you stay up on that cleaning, so if you mix yourself like one of those little eyeglass, your glasses sprayers that you get from the, what's it called? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Your glass-
optometrist.
Yeah, a little vial of glass cleaner, but you put O&R in there. have some eaglets with you in your center console, or somewhere where your armrest is, you can clean that consistently and make sure that stays looking good all the time. That way that grease doesn't build up and doesn't fade.
Yeah.
Because another thing people don't realize is that a lot of those oils from your hand, from touching that touch screen on a hot day like today, actually burns onto that screen and sticks around forever. And
Much
so
faster.
being able to stay up on that and clean it consistently will get that to look
I
better.
have
longer.
used like alcohol type sprays, like paint prep and stuff like that before, but I'm not sure it's good.
Shouldn't
with
use
continued
those.
Use.
Yeah, you
be
shouldn't
doing
use that.
I've
O&R is
done
probably
that
like
on
the
some,
safest,
but
honestly,
Yeah,
the safest.
just a bottle of
Usually-
O&R.
Usually O&R is the best solution. But the other thing too that I was going to add was eaglets make the most sense for their size and everything. But those little 6x7 knit lens cloths are extremely effective
That too.
if you've already removed a lot of the surface dust and you're just removing finger smudges. You're going to get the cleanest passes using an extremely low pile.
I think
The long pile
the
is
knit
good when
works
you're
well.
dusting.
The
Yeah.
only thing I don't like about the low pile, though, is that it's the corners of those screens, right?
Yeah.
You know how the
Yeah.
buildup of the dust?
Yeah,
I feel
you
like
get
that
the corners.
eaglet, because of the fibers, are able to
It
remove.
grabs
It
some of that.
reaches.
It
better.
reaches and pulls
Yeah.
everything. That's the reason why I
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
San Diego Paint Correction and Auto Detailing says, I'd love to get into uber high-end detailing, like concourse, etc. Do you have any advice for a 24-year-old looking to get into Jason Kilmer type stuff? Levi.
That's a great question. So there's only a few guys in the industry that are at that level. Your goal is to get to know all of them. It's also to take as many trainings as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Any of the Gloss University trainings, any of your local trainings that are being held, you need to acquire as much knowledge as possible. I would also suggest getting in with a body shop,
Yeah.
a hot rod shop in your area, or a painter in your area, to learn as much as you can about clear coat. Because so many detailers are like, oh, I can polish that. But you need to learn more than just,
You can apprentice.
I can
some
polish
places.
that stuff. You need to be able to learn and be in some jobs, and you also need to pick the brain of a painter. The thing about Jason Kilmer, he got into auto body when he was young. He started out sanding clear and working in a body shop. He didn't start as a detailer
No.
polishing cars. He started sanding clear coat
It was cutting stuff down.
and getting to learn the levels. So he's got a number of hours. I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of hours in just hard sanding clear in a body shop setting and then rotoring it and bringing it out. So that's where you got to start. You know, you look at Jason or David Patterson.
Yeah.
Started same way in a
Same
body
way.
shop,
Yeah.
sanding clear and learning that trade before really moving his way over to a detailer. Scott Nichols down in Arizona, who is a concourse level detailer at Distinct Details. You also got to look at what he's doing. Concourse level detailing is insane, and on par. That, I mean, you look at what Scott does, and if you don't follow Scott at Distinct Details in Arizona, Scott Nichols, you really need to. He pulls everything apart on the car. So you need to learn the mechanics of the vehicle as well, and you need to learn how to take things apart and put it back together. You also need to know about the judging that goes on. You know,
There's stuff that they'll catch that you think they wouldn't look at that,
Yeah.
but they do.
it's on that. Like, I personally am a great detailer. I do not have the patience.
That was going to be the big key attribute I wanted to say. Above all else, you need to possess an incredible level of patience. Not
Yeah.
just a normal
true.
person's level of patience.
Yeah,
not even a detailer's level of patience. You go beyond that.
I will be the first to tell you, I would rather do the interior of a minivan than a $10 million car or a $1 million car, or heck, even a supercar.
And Jason will be the first to tell you, yeah, I screwed some stuff up.
Yeah. And you got to be able to handle that.
You got to
and
own that and learn from it.
It's like
And
I said, it's a
somehow keep
level.
going.
It's a level of its own.
It's somebody that says,
It's
hey.
not unattainable.
No, but it's not to be taken lightly either.
Yeah.
Well, for example, if a customer came up to you and says, hey, Levi, so I have a LaFerrari.
Yeah.
I have some texture in it. It's the stock OEM texture, from the factory, but
Yeah.
I just want all that gone.
Literally, I want
right?
glass.
So do you feel comfortable, sanding
No.
my LaFerrari for
No.
me? And you can't blow through the clear at all,
No.
because if you blow through the clear, it's on you.
Yeah,
Well,
you're going to
and
pay for the
And
replacement.
if we paint it, it's going to be notified that
Yeah,
it's
and
been
if we paint it,
on that
it'll
panel.
ruin the car's value.
It's going to ruin that.
But will you take on this job?
No.
Are you
I thought
sure?
you were a good detailer. I thought you said you're a good detailer.
No, I'm a good minivan detailer.
Oh,
That's what I am.
Okay.
I'm a good minivan detailer.
Guys,
Yeah, all
it's
right, yeah.
that's
No, that's
that's
the
a
kind of
level
stuff
that's
you're
a
up
level of
against. Yeah.
stress that I don't think that most people even want to think
but
about.
I will say it's a perfect ladder that at 24 years old, if it's something you want to direct yourself to,
There's time.
there
for
is
you.
so much
Yeah.
knowledge out there and education out there and classes you can take. I
More
would
than
go and
ever.
I'd start taking everybody's classes.
Yeah.
I would learn from everyone and I would grow my skills to get there.
Yeah.
You know, it's that level. And there is a young couple guys that are doing that around the world.
Yeah.
We met one at Monterey a couple years ago from Australia.
Yeah.
He actually traveled with the car to get to Monterey and then worked on it again. But it's there's young guys that are in the scene that are starting to do it, but they had to pair themselves with certain builds and certain cars to be able to know that if we blow through that clear, it's gonna be they got to learn. You got to learn the techniques and you got to learn a lot of that. So I would start setting your
we
sights.
don't want to discourage.
Take a lot of It's going to
just
take a lot of
wanna
education.
prepare
You may not get into it overnight, but who's not to say 3 to 5 years you could probably be in one of those guys. So for sure.
Lex Garage says, give it the entry to Ricky and PR.
Ricky already ordered something.
Ricky already got it. Ethan says, best value clay. Are the Amazon clay bars good? Our clay.
Our clay.
Ethan,
Just
theradcompany.com. Check out our clay bars that we have.
Yeah, our
They're an
Ultra Clay is
insanely
amazing.
freaking good deal, and they work great. And they're tested by me and Levi. We believe in them.
They hold up.
It is a fine grade
They will
clay.
continue to hold up.
Buy it.
Yeah, we like our clay.
Post Sentinel says, I'm seriously considering to buy the new Xbox for the lawn mowing simulator game. I'm expecting a digital lawn battle with Anthony.
Imagine
though.
head-to-head lawn mowing with Anthony.
Dude, so a couple things, right? And we've said this before, we said this in the main show. If you guys do have an Xbox, you want a game with me and Dane and not talk about detailing. We're not answering
That's right.
detailing
We're not.
questions.
We'll talk cars. We're not
Talk
talking
cars.
detailing.
If you want to play with us via Xbox Live, drive around in Forza, me, you guys,
Rag
Jimmy.
Company podcast discussion group. The boys posted their gamer tags.
Yeah, so feel free to add us and come hang out with us because we play, I don't know, every couple nights and we jump on there for a couple hours and it's a good time.
Yeah.
But I will be playing that lawn mowing simulator. It looks pretty great,
do
but
it.
it's the flight simulator. I'm the most excited
that's
about the
supposed
flight
to be
simulator
amazing.
because I just want to be able to fly over my house and like wave.
Yeah.
Right?
I used to do that when I was a kid playing Microsoft Flight Simulator
Yeah.
back in the day. It was just like, oh, that's where my house theoretically is.
Oh, that's nice. I never had that option.
It was just kind of fun.
Levi was like, I was playing ducks.
I know. I had flight.
sorry.
I had Microsoft
Duck
Flight
Hunter.
Simulator in '93,
It was like the original, like the
and you
2D
would
one.
be flying a Cessna, and
Yeah.
you'd be going, but it would go like
I always crashed in that.
it
one.
would go so slow that you would make a correction, and then all of a
Too
sudden
much.
it would like 4 screens would
It's
go
the
by,
ground, it's the
and then
ground,
it would
it's the
like
ground.
chip, and you're like, and then it would like keep going, and it was like
Yeah.
all of a sudden the screens would go faster, but then they'd slow down, and then it would the whole thing would crash,
You
and the
have
computer would
stalled.
shut off, and I'd be like, well, I don't know if I was flying or not, but
The
Do you
Oregon
remember
Trail
that
of
though? Do
flying.
you remember how we had
So
to
my
compensate for lag?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
normal
So much lag.
computing lag.
Uh-huh.
But the thing was we were so used to it that that's just how we played.
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't know anything other
I
than
had
than
a
the computing lag.
386 was the name of the. I had a,
Oh, really?
I had a it wasn't even a Pentium.
I had a Pentium.
It was a 386.
Pentium Pavilion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pavilion. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
I remember it was literally a 386, which is now probably what the fan speed on that fan over there. That's probably the same
electronics
size
in that
processor in that fan that was in that 386 because it could word process and that was about it.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
It was a very slow little machine, but it was 1993. That was top of the line. My dad was so stoked to be getting that. And in 94 was when the 486 with the Pentium edition and the Intel chip like entered, and they were like, you got a 46? Did you get the Intel chip? Because that bumps it to a 586. That's how much faster it is. And it was 386 megahertz or something like that was how fast the speed was. It was crazy.
So my 90s kid street cred is that when I learned to use a computer, it was on a Mac 2, but then also at home, it was on Windows 3.1. 95 wasn't even out yet.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was what you had.
There you go.
Yeah. My street cred was getting the Oregon Trail burned onto some floppy disks.
Ooh, that's
And
that was
floppy
some,
disks,
dude.
right?
That's some
And
dark internet web stuff.
Being
like,
able to pass it to my friends because
pirated.
we'd be playing Oregon Trail
You could
on the
only get it
computers
for
at
the
school,
school.
and
Yeah.
they would say, "You have this on a floppy disk."
You
I'm
couldn't
like,
get it at
yes,
home.
I have multiple
I remember
copies of
wanting to
this
play it.
on floppy disk. You burned it yourself. I burned it myself, right? And then handing it to people. But I remember my graphics card on my first computer, right? What was it, like 64 megabytes?
Yeah.
Of 64 megabyte
Something sad
graphics
like that.
card. Like
Yeah.
it was like bad, dude.
That's what you
and now they have how many gigs?
Oh, it's silly.
Graphics
Yeah.
cards nowadays are just like insane, dude.
And to that
or just
point-
the RAM. There's the amount of RAM too. I don't
Yeah.
know. Just
Yeah.
insane.
Dablo details. Ricky got tickets, but if his name is picked, I'll add another entry for it. That was back before we picked the Messinas. Very nice.
Demo.
Demo.
This week's Wash Wednesday was pretty awesome. Anthony is such a babe magnet.
Oh,
Thanks.
David Cervantes says, "Hey guys, so was that Jimmy Ellis's daughter on the Wash Wednesday? Also, when you ask females to partake in said videos, do they ever look at you weird? No, we
That is not
reach out.
Jimmy. That is not Jimmy Ellis's
No,
daughter.
it's
Let's
not.
just make that.
I'll
very
just make
clear.
that very
Yeah.
clear.
Jimmy Ellis's daughter drives. Why do I know this? A red Focus ST,
Okay.
Oh.
not an RS. Not that should have anything to do with anything.
Oh, no.
But anyway, so Alora.
Is one
So
of our
we
new
actually
grand
saw
ambassadors,
Laura.
too. Yeah.
We met her in person at the Hidden Springs car event.
Yeah.
Right. And so we met her and her fiance, and then and then his friend, and we had a discussion there. We were talking, and so through Instagram we found out that she had a Ford Focus RS in this blue, and we thought, okay, it's a cool color.
It's
But
one of our
we got
favorite
colors.
along, but we got
Blue, yeah.
along with her at the show in. Did I say Sun Valley? I meant to say
No, at Hidden Springs.
Hidden Springs. But we had a good conversation with them then, and so I just asked her. I said, "Hey, would you want to come in for a Wash Wednesday?" Because everybody was on board. Everybody's like, "It's the first Focus RS that we
Yeah.
can get our hands on in town. It's in the right color. Let's do it."
Yeah.
And she was super cool about it, and she was all for it. And so, not weird at all. Honestly, we don't really reach out to that many people. It seems like things just kind of line up
They
naturally.
oftentimes find us.
And I
Yeah.
think it's honestly because of just how the stars align. We meet
Yeah.
people, it opens up opportunities, and once the question is asked, it's not weird at all because we've already established a good reputation and relationship. And so, but yeah, there's not too many times where I'll reach out out of left field and ask people.
No. I was going to say, if you go back, like if you haven't seen Wash Wednesdays, except for like the more recent ones, like you're a newer subscriber, we've been doing them a while. Like they go way back. So there's actually quite a bit of stuff going back to earlier days here at TRC. It's well worth watching them all if you haven't taken the opportunity. There's some really fun stuff
Yeah.
buried back there.
Yeah.
So just saying.
Grant Hotry saying, "Dream steak dinner, go."
Oh,
Ooh, what do you think? What are you feeling? Steak dinner, dream steak dinner.
Dream steaks. I haven't had a lot of dream steaks. The steak dinners that I've had that I think that-
Tomahawk steak? Like, what do you want?
Golden tomahawk.
my cousin, once in Vail, Oregon, had me. Well, Ontario. He's moved farther up towards Portland now.
yeah.
He got a butcher out of Ontario, and he bought some ribeyes from him,
yeah.
and he grilled them up at his house.
Ooh. that sounds
And I
good.
remember that was probably one of my favorite steaks I ever had in my life.
Really?
And it was a locally grown, about 45 minutes away from here, kind of steak. That was really good.
Okay.
But what do you guys think?
Gosh, I'm a big fan because I love ribeyes.
I love a tomahawk, but yeah,
I love
'Cause
ribeyes,
it's a
and so
ribeye.
it's a tomahawk is a ribeye,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, and whether or not it's on the bone, I don't really care. But gosh, man, I don't really know. I need butter, honestly.
yeah. I'm
I need
Yeah.
I'm kosher salt,
want
butter,
kosher
and
salt,
fresh ground
butter.
paper. That's it.
Horseradish.
I need the rosemary though.
Okay.
I need the rosemary in there. The rosemary just sets it off for me. So I don't know, man, because I had Ruth's Chris right
Yeah.
for our anniversary last year.
Yeah,
Those
it was
were
delightful. I
fantastic,
thank you
by
for
the
taking
way.
me.
And then we
That was
had
great.
Ruth's Chris for our Dane Eats, and
was a good time,
and
actually.
Those steaks were amazing.
Yeah, they're
They're
good.
really, really, really good. But I don't know because I feel like I haven't completely opened up my mind to all steaks in the world. I think I need to have.
More
I've never had one of
opportunities.
those sous vide steaks.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a
no.
sous vide steak? I've never had one.
Get into
I
the
want
Wagyu
one
or
of
the
those
Kobe
damn
or
sous vide
something.
machines, essentially a water boiler.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I would love to get one to see what that tastes like because I have no idea.
Yeah.
Is it good?
I have no idea either.
Dane, is it good?
No clue. I've
So
never been
none
like
of
a
us
huge
have
steak
had
guy.
anything
I love it when
sous
it's there,
vide.
but it's
Yeah.
not something I pick off the menu.
Dane,
myself.
what would your steak be?
That's the hard part. Like if I were to pick it, I couldn't really tell you. But like what he was describing, butter. You got for me, it's horseradish. I like having horseradish with it. But other than that, not overcomplicating it. Like on the rare side, I don't want it overcooked.
Glad you didn't
or
say
anything.
ketchup or barbecue
Oh
sauce.
no,
I don't know. Horseradish is pretty
Jeez.
insane.
No, horseradish to me is like
That's strong,
love that.
Dane. That
Yeah.
takes away from the flavor, you don't think?
no. I like to balance it out.
Okay.
You know, you take a bite, and then you take a bite with some horseradish on it. Then you take a bite, and
Kind
you
of
take a bite with some
clears,
horseradish
your
on it.
sinuses. Clear.
So I'm partial because I hate horseradish
Sure,
almost
yeah.
as much as I hate onions.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
Okay.
equal footing
Yeah.
between the two. So that's why.
That's
so
okay. Yeah,
not
no,
saying
there's
it's
a strong
bad. I'm
reaction.
just
I get it.
telling you I had a traumatic experience with some horseradish. I still haven't lived it down.
Well,
Yeah,
it's okay.
so-
Sorry you got burned.
So as a
Yeah.
suppository. Right?
Yeah.
By the
No.
way,
Yeah.
Lex Garage says Anthony's favorite steak is Red Robin's.
They're selling pizzas now. I don't know if you noticed.
No, I
Oh,
saw
what?
it. Honestly, it's not
Yeah,
bad.
I was
We
like,
had one as an appetizer. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. But man, does Red Robin suck.
So Lars, it's wonderful to see you.
Lars!
Happy evening to everyone.
Lars,
How are
I
you,
wish
man?
you were
We miss
here,
you.
man.
Here.
We miss you.
Miss you, man.
Miss you guys.
G. Davis
Oh, there's
says.
G.
Oh gosh, I don't even.
Oh,
what does
no.
this even say?
Oh no!
Oh,
Dane's Garage also contains the entire Taibo video library, a collection of fine kimonos, heaven entrance for the massager. Okay, well, gee, you
That's
wow.
awesome.
I feel like you definitely owe something to the kitty for that one.
holy smokes,
Kirby Thompson,
man.
any recommendations on a tire cleaner that are available in gallon sizes?
Ah.
You can get Power Clean in gallon, and that's dilutable.
Power Clean in gallon sizes. You can get Brake Buster in gallon sizes. I mean, that's gonna be the most affordable. But
Those
if
plus
you're
a good brush.
if you're looking for a pure tire cleaner, I really still think that McKee's tire cleaner is really good. I think that Adam's tire cleaner is really good. Those are two products they do really, really well that you can pick up in gallon sizes. That I'm happy to send you in that direction for things that we don't
Yeah.
even sell. But if you
Yeah.
want to buy from us, Power
Adam's
Clean,
tire
Green
and rubber
Star,
cleaner.
yeah, that's great. They're good products. Yoshi's what the heck?
holy
$50.
Yoshi, hold on.
Dropping them.
Oh,
Yoshi's
my
dropping
goodness.
that obsessed garage money here
Yeah.
at TRC
Yeah.
today.
I see what's
did
happening.
Matt cancel his live stream this
Look at-
week?
Yeah.
Well, he's dropping it because he probably thinks he's got a really
What
tough
the
question
heck?
here. So
What do you guys think of old Matty switching from Beadmaker to B&B Slipstream? Has PNS tried to remedy Beadmaker's issue? Here's some money to make Dane eat something he doesn't like. I haven't watched. I don't even know
I
about
haven't
B&B
watched that.
Slipstream, so I haven't even watched it, seen it, checked it out. Yeah, no, if it works better for
B&B
Matt, cool, no worries.
Slipstream, if I remember right,
There's some
this
trade-offs
is
there.
my what's it called when you have a theory?
Oh, okay.
My
Yep.
hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
I'm gonna hypothesize this.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, just throw it out there,
So-
just straight up.
B&B Slipstream, I think, might be the same as Adam's Slip and Slide. Try it.
Adam,
You're just
try
saying
it
compare the two and see
and
what
get back
happens.
to
you guys
Yeah,
forget, Adam's
Try-
polishes bought B&B.
Yes,
Right.
correct. But
So-
try B&B Slip,
So it's not
Slipstream.
out of line.
B-
And then
B&B
go
makes
get Adam's Slip and Slide
products for
and then
165
tell me if they're
different
the same
detailing
or if they're
companies.
not the same. I'm just theorizing
Now
this.
I will.
That's
I will,
all.
I
That's
will
all.
put an asterisk on this that we have no proof or anything. This is commentary strictly coming from Anthony, but at the same time,
Just
good
a theory.
saying.
I
You
just
can try it.
I just
See.
a theory. That's all I
Compare 'em.
have. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a theory.
it doesn't not make sense. So
Adam says, do you have any experience or opinion of the APC/degreaser Extra Tough recently discovered and is better than I expected?
I never heard of it.
Extra Tough, who did a review on that? Was it DPC did a review on that?
Probably.
Or was it...
Apex.
sounds familiar, man. I feel like
Yeah,
somebody
I
did
don't
a
know.
review on that. I think I can visualize the way the bottle looks
Yeah.
in my head. But I don't know. I've never used it.
We're going to have to
Let us
speed
know.
up because we got 20 minutes left and we're 29
Well,
minutes
the top
behind.
of the page
Oh,
is
we
right
are.
there.
Holy
So
cow.
we're on the
all
front
right.
page.
Okay,
We're
we're
good.
good.
We're good.
Chris Begtel, the great plastic vinyl interior door pulls on my tacky or on my S6 are tacky, sticky to the touch. I've had limited success with Goo Gone, IPA, and 1 to 3 dilution APC among other ideas. So it's probably because of those products that the reason that they're tacky. I would try and just use O&R and see if you can get that stickiness to go away. My guess is you've added too many solvents with Goo Gone, IPA, and now APC, that thick. I would just try something like O&R or even a wet rag with car wash soap on it and water that you dunked in your wash solution and use that to try and clean, to bring down that tackiness.
Okay. Mitchell?
Do wash and wax soaps actually leave any wax protection, or is it just for gloss and shine? Depends on the concentration of wax, but mostly it's for gloss and shine.
Yeah.
It does leave protection because that's what has to be on the surface for it to create that level of gloss.
I was going to say it's not a soap, but O&R wash and wax
actually
had wax that
Yeah,
did
actually
wax
had
things that work
car
like
wax in it. So,
Protected.
but yeah, technically that's what it does. It is a gloss and shine. It's not. It's designed to be used every week, not to be just a once 6 month kind of deal. You use it every week. That way, it keeps a level of protection on the surface of the vehicle.
So Scott Mattern says, Dabbler details. I spot some entries / donations to the good cause. Thanks for the opportunity. Awesome.
Nice, thank you,
job,
man.
Very cool. Dabbler says that's amazing. Thanks for the opportunity. So, guys, please get out there and go buy some
hop on
entries.
it.
Seriously, I'm trying to think of people that I know who I think could use those tools that I know locally that I should tell to enter. You guys have anybody that you're going to recommend?
Locally?
Yeah. You have any friends
the
that you
ones
think
locally who
that
know,
you think that those
they
products would
know.
go to a good home
I
to?
don't know. Possibly.
Possibly. Dane, you know anybody?
I know the same guys you know for the most part that are into
we
car
all-
stuff. So
And none of us can't tell people
Yeah.
here in the office because they're part of it too.
Yeah,
So-
no. I
so
know
it doesn't
that,
really
but
help.
I mean, just want to get more people, entered into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we want to
It's
encourage.
exciting.
So
Put it out there.
Lead dog, not to be confused with
goggles.
like the secondary
or
dog.
Oh
third.
yeah, I'll be the
Very hard water here on Amelia Island. Spots
Amelia
from immediately when I do a regular wash. How can I prevent that? Some type of drying aid. Yeah, so you can use a drying aid if you want to use that. And there's an assortment of things you can use, whether it's bead maker, whether it's, heck, you can even spray O&R diluted on the surface to help prevent that. But really, the ultimate way to prevent it is probably to invest in a spotless system or use deionized water or distilled water. And then you could also use just a rinseless wash. You can mix O&R with your hard water, and it will help soften it substantially if you choose to go the rinseless route.
So, lead dog, I'm curious. You're in Amelia Island. My only recollection of it is that it's incredibly nice. But what would you say?
Have you ever been on Amelia Island?
No, I just know they hold one of the world's nicest car
it's
shows there.
out in Florida.
Would you want to go, Dane, if we got you an invitation?
I would love to go. I know that Tyler Hoover and Freddie and them all go every year.
Remember,
Doug and them, they're all out there.
They
were judges,
Our buddy Mark Elliott.
Yeah.
Detailed a bunch of cars out there.
No, several people we know
Firehouse
go to
detailing.
that or have some affiliation. So I've always been curious to go.
Yeah.
Richard L. says, hi, guys. Do you have KCX protector wax in the U.S.?
Not yet.
We don't have protector wax yet.
Working on it. Ken Jeeper.
Hope it's not a bad thing, but at least 1,000 Costco towels hit the trash bin. That's fine.
Well, that's life.
Yeah. Use them and abuse them.
Yep.
Chum Bucket, what is good, TRC gang? Quick question in the detailing business. How can you accurately set a price for trim restoration? Not trim dressing, but to restore the plastics permanently
Charge
on the
per
exterior.
inch.
Yeah,
No.
they're going to come to you with
measuring tape. You're like, let's see how much surface area we're
honestly,
So
that
I
would
would
come
do
across
it-
as very official.
So what I
oh.
used to do was avalanches, we'd charge an extra $100.
Yeah, because
To
you look
do-
at a Honda Element
To
for
do
an
an avalanche or an element, you're going to use a little bit of product. It's going to take you a little longer. So
Even
I do
a
it that way.
Sport track
And what
or
I do is
something.
I'd also add on hey, we can do trim restoration on your normal car that doesn't have a lot of black trim. Let's say something like your Dodge.
Yeah.
An extra $75, we'll go through and put some solution
'Cause
finish
we're
on all
already
your
using it
plastics.
anyway.
They'd be like, oh, what's the difference? Well, this stuff keeps them black for 2 years. If I don't charge you for it, I'm just going to use this other product, which is going to keep it black for 6 weeks to 2 months. And they go, yeah, it doesn't matter because I'm going to run it through the car wash. I don't care. Other times they go, oh, well, I want to keep this thing looking nice. I want to, so they just do that.
And if
So,
an Aztec comes in, you charge them $1,000.
yeah.
All right.
But I'd look around your area and see what other shops are doing. There's also recon companies that go around and recon for dealerships. Find out what they charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
So,
that.
on that kind of stuff.
We have Justin.
Good afternoon, big homies. What's up, man?
Hey.
Aw, man.
And then Dabbler saying, shoot me your info, Cameron. In the meantime, I'll have you marked down. Thank you, Dabbler, for doing that.
Thank you.
Graham, are you guys aware of white details here in the UK? Yes, Graham, we actually visited.
Funny
We've
you should
been there,
mention,
and we've spent time at Jim's place. You can
Type
go.
the rag company and white details all together in the search bar.
Yeah.
And you'll find the video where we toured a shop and hung
Yeah,
out
we
with him for
spent a couple
so,
days
yeah.
there. So, and then Matt
I was
saying,
his audio guy.
That is not
at
Matt.
Waxstock.
That is not Matt.
and Matt Moorman.
Moore.
Ignore Yoshi. I love Beadmaker. And then Yoshi says, never said I didn't like
It's
Beadmaker.
fine, guys.
G. Davis, if you fly over Dane's backyard in the most recent edition of Flight Simulator, there is an option to drop napalm.
Honestly, if you looked at it now, you'd think someone had. It's all clear now.
Oh, very nice.
So.
Lead dog, will using a drying aid prevent water spots from washing a car with very hard water? Thanks.
Holy caps lock.
Lead dog, we already answered your question.
But, yeah.
Kirby Thompson says, hey, lead dog, try using an RV water filter or use distilled water as the rinse water. Hard water is tough to deal with, and yes, as a drying aid, will help some.
Mm-hmm. And poets?
Too bad I have to miss your live stream, Levi. Does it get recorded so I can watch it later? Yes, it'll be just on my actual Levi Gates Facebook
just
page.
on Facebook.
Not my public page. It's going to be on my private page. So if you're not one of my friends, send me a friend request. I'll add you.
Subscribe to him via friendship.
Yeah, you got to send me a friend request. I'll do it. But I am going to repost it on my Levi big page. I'll repost it to
And you'll
that,
make
so
it like
it'll
a
be there.
publicly
Yeah.
viewable.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, it'll be recorded on there. We'll watch it.
Okay.
Jake Hassler, I have a customer requesting that I use no wax or sealant on their paint. What would be the best drying aid in that situation? O&R.
Yeah.
Just use O&R, man.
It gives you the slickness you need to get the job done.
Richard L says, B&B Slipstream is the same as Adams. Adams what though? Is it the same
and then
as Slip
Topper
and
from
Slide?
Extreme Solutions.
He says Topper from Extreme Solutions, which is its own product. Matt acknowledged it. He started with Topper, but the Extreme Solutions lied to him, etc. It's all on the OG live stream.
Sounds like an interesting ordeal.
Yeah.
I'll have to see that.
Interesting.
We got to remember, follow the source or honor the source. That's how we do our products, and that's how Matt does it too.
Yeah.
So,
Lead dog. If you ain't the lead dog, the scenery never changes. Just FYI.
thanks, says to Kirby. That's awesome.
And that's all the comments.
Wow. 15 minutes left, and we are now.
That's what I get for making it
stalled
subscriber
out.
only. All the loose ends who want to come in and leave comments just aren't here today.
And they don't want to commit, so they won't
No,
subscribe.
they don't want to commit. You know
Now,
what?
so speaking of steaks, I think I'm going to cook some
Opportunity's
steaks tonight. I have some T-bones that I've thought out from the
Oh.
cow
Get
I
your wife
purchased.
some of that. Very nice.
So yeah, she's actually looking forward
From
to
the
it.
cow. That you bought a cow.
A sixth of a cow.
Did you buy a meat freezer yet?
No. So honestly, we were able to fit it all in our freezer.
But
Oh, my.
Anthony, the
there's
joy,
nothing else that can fit inside there, though.
The
It's just
joy
pure
of a
meat.
garage
the
Okay?
joy
I have
of
a
a
pure
garage
meat freezer.
I'm telling you, the garage freezer, you will love it so much.
Levi, I don't have room for a garage freezer.
You do. You just don't know it yet.
Okay. I see.
Remember all that shelving you cleared off?
Yeah.
Take out a section of shelving, put it in
Oh.
there, park it in there.
Adam M here with a
Where's
question.
that- where's that
fire
fire
shield from behind Levi? That's from David Cervantes, viewer and friend of
Bring
the
it
show.
in.
It's his
Show it
actual
off.
profile picture.
Look at that.
It's pretty cool.
David sent it to us. It's pretty awesome.
But yeah, no, he sent that in. He wanted it to be a part of the set. So
It looks great.
you know,
Part of the set,
if you
we
send a
said
cool thing and you want it to be part of the set and it makes sense and it fits the vibe, wouldn't necessarily say no.
Yeah, and then Dan Pfeiffer says, closing out the chat for the day. Nice,
That's
Dan. Thank
right.
you. You gonna take a little nip of that?
It's gonna
Quit
take-
being cheap
do
and
we
get a
ever
deep
crack
freeze,
this thing
Anthony.
open?
Yeah, it started
Oh.
to leak on the sides.
All kinds
No,
of
it's
stuff
not. I
coming
think
out
that's
there.
Chocolate,
Just
Oh
oh
gosh.
my.
You ever smell that, Dane?
little Crudenbeater.
Ooh.
Put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's what-
that's a sleepy time recipe
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Quit being cheap and get a deep freeze, Anthony. And then Jamie the Cleaner does longevity of C1 change on matte paint. So Anthony, fun fact, you can actually get different sizes of meat freezers. So mine is actually
This is
quite
not answering
petite,
Jamie's
but is very nice. And I'll tell you, nothing finer when you're working on a car to stop. Open that meat freezer out. Not only get a blast of the cold air,
Yeah.
pull a popsicle out of there.
So
Oh, wow.
I've mainly been thinking about
That's
a
the way to do
freezer just for my wife
Yeah.
and the potential that she would want to store ice cream and popsicles in there. My wife loves ice cream.
I know.
She really does. She's a big fan of sorbets.
Yeah.
She has an assortment of sorbets in our freezer currently. And so I was thinking, maybe do something like that for her would be pretty
Yeah.
nice. One side is pure meats.
Yes.
An assortment of
And you
meats
can do
and
that. You can
cheeses
set a divider
from
and
around
just
the
do-
world. And then maybe, on the other side, it's just
So
delicious
what we
ice
have in
creams.
ours, ice cream, butter.
Ooh.
We use a lot of butter.
Yeah.
So we deep freeze butter,
Salted or unsalted?
salted butter.
Oh, okay.
That's how well, my wife bakes.
Yeah.
So when
anyway,
she's
we're going to
making,
name Jamie the cleaner's question here. We're going to answer it, aren't we?
well, so anyway, you want to get that. So Jamie the Cleaner's asking, does the longevity of C1 change on deep freezers? No, because it never sees any UV. That's one
And
of
that's
those.
how he gets it to be relevant because his original question was this. He just thought he might be able to get you to
C1
answer.
I
on
think
matte
it
paint.
does change
Yeah, I
on
think it
matte
does.
paint because I think that, for example, my Dodge Ram, I don't think I'm going to get the full longevity of C1. Even though that paint is not technically matte, it feels matte.
It feels matte, yeah.
So I think probably not as long.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Graham
Moving
with an
on. Can you give
interesting
us three
question here.
interesting facts about your local area? Yes, we have hidden windmills or water mills all throughout town.
Water wheels.
Water wheels.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
hidden water wheels throughout town.
Yeah, so we live in Boise, Idaho,
We are
Yeah.
the most isolated metropolitan area
in the
in at
U.S.
least
maybe
United
Pacific
States,
Northwest.
I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
We are 9 hours away from the nearest ocean.
yeah,
10 hours, 9 hours. I think it's
Yeah.
9 hours.
Yeah.
yeah, about that. But Boise is it's a cool little valley. It's a high desert. We have a river that runs through our city, which is
Yeah.
quite nice. We're less than half an hour from mountains, 5,000 elevation
The
mountains.
median price cost to live in the Treasure Valley here is what
substantially.
450,000.
450,000 now. It's
No, it
nuts.
now costs
It's gotten crazy.
450,000 is the median price here in Ada County.
A
So
couple
We
of
have
years
famous
ago, it was like
potatoes on our license
250
plates.
or 280,
yeah, there's famous potatoes on our license plate.
but we're known as the Gem State.
We're known as
Yeah.
the Gem State, and that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff.
That
Moving
covers
on.
a lot of good things.
Ryan Rigdon, sorry guys, just got here, but we'll be sure to catch the podcast. Have a fantastic weekend and happy Friday Eve. Thank you, man.
You as well, Ryan.
Dabbler saying thanks for everything, fellas. Have a great weekend. I'm off for now.
Nice.
And
All right,
then
take
Jamie
care.
asking again on the deep freezers. It seems that the car wash towel is dead. Why is there no video of the car wash towel? It's
What?
not dead. It's one of our best sellers.
It's like one of the most popular ones.
Seriously, man. We just don't have a video done on it because
It has a life of its own.
Yeah.
I don't even think we can create a video on it
Part of
because
the
I don't think we have
reason
stock.
don't have a video
Yeah.
about it
Right.
is because it does so well
We're gonna-
without any sort of
John's
promotion.
going to come to us and say, did you guys make a video on the car wash towel?
Yeah, and we're gonna
we
be in
barely have
trouble.
enough to get us by.
Yeah, they like
Sold
actively
out.
don't want us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Promoting
sell
that.
we sell a lot of car wash towels. It's
Yeah.
one of our best sellers because it's also known as our spa towel.
Yeah, spas
So,
and
and sport
gyms
towels.
and all
Sorbet
kinds
is
of
not
places
ice
like
cream,
that.
according to Dan Pfeiffer.
Oh, this feels like a potentially
it's not.
heated
Honestly, I
argument.
could agree with that. It is more of like a frozen fruit.
Kirby Thompson says if you start a deep freezer in the garage, make sure you have a portable generator. Losing power here is a major reason we have big barbecues. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, you want to cook up stuff. Scott Matern, hey guys, I'm about and also Kirby lives in Texas, so they don't have a very good power grid. Hey guys, I'm about to go on a long road trip through mosquito-infested country. Any prep I should do to keep bug guts minimized? The car's been recently coated.
Throw some C2V3 or
C2V3
bead maker on the
bead
front of
maker.
that
Yeah,
thing.
you'll love it, dude. It'll be perfect.
Make it easy to clean.
Slipping them right
Josh,
off.
what's the best way to clean an e-brake level? Do I
E-brake lever.
do
Oh,
base
no.
to tip motion or throwing a bit of twist and grip down on the tip?
I twist and grip
You're
quite
a
a
twist
bit.
and grip kind of guy.
Yeah, I twist and grip
I
quite
like
a
to
bit.
stay a little loose.
Yeah,
and
okay.
just back and forth.
I also like to floss a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So
that's
the
nice.
towel.
Yeah.
All I'm
get
saying
that
is,
clean.
why not just have someone else do it for you? All right,
Yeah.
G. Davis,
Feels
how about
different.
you?
Dane, does the new truck allow you to get drive-through at the Express Cafe while simultaneously driving in or dining in?
I mean, it does kind of allow for both experiences if you're willing to make the
That's
leap.
their
I
new
guess.
mobile unit is the Express Cafe
Mobile food
support
unit.
unit. It's Dane's truck.
Yeah.
All I know is every time I've gone through there and taken the truck, they get really excited. Every time I've taken the Jag, they're excited once they realize I'm there, but I'm so low they don't see me through the window until after the
Dane, I hope they know that you're their biggest customer and their biggest
Yeah.
supporter.
I love those guys.
Graham says, for me, the novel War of the Worlds is based here. McLaren F1 Racing and their supercars basis here. Paul Weller, lead singer of the British band The Jam, was born
Jam.
here. Nice. That's
nice,
pretty
dude.
good.
Aaron.
$450,000 for a house? Yes, Aaron.
Yes, that's the
It used to
median.
not be that. It used to be a lot cheaper than that.
Used to
Little
be
less
like
than
half that.
3 years ago, 2 years ago, it was half
Yeah.
that. Evan J. Anthony, put salt, pepper, and garlic mix on the steak. Let them sit for 30 minutes. Get the grill hot, 600 degrees plus. Place the steak over the coals for 30 seconds. Then rotate the steak 45 degrees.
I was gonna pan sear him. I was gonna do a pan sear tonight.
Pan-sear's delicious.
Pan sear. The reason I was gonna pan sear because I can't normally get away with it unless my wife knows I'm gonna be pan searing steak because it stinks up the house.
Yeah.
And she's like, it smells like meat inside here.
Say,
Oh,
that sounds
no.
I say, yes, it does, but I've made some of it for you.
nice.
But,
G.
pregnant wife,
Davis.
the senses are...
And then he says cook again for a minute and 30 seconds and flip.
Okay, all right.
And then G. Davis, Squim real estate is still a bargain. Very nice.
Not a bad point. I loved it.
Aaron says, I live in California and summer rent is high for a 1-bedroom apartment like in San Francisco. Yeah, man, that's it's getting, the prices are getting crazy here and they used to not be. So Dave Morrow, good day guys from Down Under. That's
my God.
good day guys.
You have to
from
put it up.
Down Under.
Dane.
That's
Dane.
Australia,
You have to
not
put it up.
New Zealand, Dane.
This is
Thanks for
too
the great
good.
comment and laughs. Going to ceramic coat an old single stage paint. Normally use CSL. Would you use C1? Yes, Dave, I would. And we've still got 8 minutes left, 6 minutes left.
If there are any other comments that
G.
are G.
Davis
Davis
says,
Put it up. It's
Dane is your go-to base for tip action. This is a Biddy for duty.
Oh, man. Boarding the base.
Very nice.
Oh, man.
Oh, dear. So, we've got a few minutes left. This is the time. Get in your questions. What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments, but only if you're a subscriber. That's the new game, and that is why we're a little light today. I think we might have scared some folks away who weren't ready to commit. But you know what? We do this a few more weeks. I think
It's like
they'll
jumping
learn.
into a pool, right? You just
Yeah,
gotta jump.
you got to
in
know
and
how to
figure it
swim before you jump in the
out. Just
pool.
gotta jump
Coming from
in.
the guy who doesn't
Yeah,
swim.
I don't swim, so
Don't swim at all, Levi.
I don't.
So,
Anthony and I at the company party
Yeah.
actually hopped on your parents' paddle boat and went for a ride. Took Augie with us.
was that not really fun?
It was great. Well, I
was
always
great.
take the paddle boat out. I love doing that. And then we cooked up with Dane, and Dane just docked onto our.
I plugged my oar into an opening on the
yeah, it was
metal
perfect. We also had
truss
Glenn on
there
the other
and-
side.
yeah.
She hooked in on the other
Called
side.
it, what do we call it?
It was-
Mecca?
It was a Mecca paddle boat.
Yeah,
and,
Mecca. What was it? Mecca barge?
It was
Mecca boat?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
nice.
we
Dane
were
was
going
able
with
to
it.
kick back and enjoy a beverage.
I mean, we all just
Mecca,
connected
no,
up
it was
like
Mecca
Voltron.
pontoon.
Mecca pontoon.
Mecca
that's
pontoon,
That's
yeah.
what it was. Mecca pontoon.
Because
Good
we were
time.
just extra hulls for the pontoon boat.
So Kirby Thompson, the company party was actually at Dane's parents' house.
Yeah,
so they
that's
opened
their
up their backyard, and we had
That's my dad's pride and
probably
joy,
about
that
60
backyard.
people in that yard
Yeah.
hanging
a
out.
lot,
It was
man.
a lot of us. So it was a good time. We had a local Hawaiian restaurant do catering, delicious food. Mac Attack is
Yeah.
the name of it.
Yeah.
Wide variety of Hawaiian foods and
Yeah, that
upside
coconut
down.
rice was insane.
Dane got after that upside down
oh, I did
pineapple
too.
cake.
I had like probably
So
4
good.
slices of that.
Yeah.
The teriyaki chicken was amazing. Ate that. So
Aaron's, no wonder why the chat seems empty. Only subscribers
yeah,
chat.
thank
yes,
you, Aaron,
Aaron.
for subscribing and being a
That's-
subscriber for so long.
Yes, you've been here for a long time. We appreciate you. I would encourage you to tell others who are thinking about it, just press the red button. Just click subscribe, get subscribed, and then they can comment here too. I understand it's going to limit us early on, but I think overall it's going to be a better environment for this stuff. And it helps us grow too. So
Yeah.
I think it's a small contribution from the viewers to be able to build this without any expense on their
Yeah.
part.
Jackson Hodges saying Flex versus Rupes doing maybe 8 to 12 cars a year. Thoughts on which one you go with? We all use our Rupes machines religiously. The Flex
With that-
tools are
with that
great as
said,
well.
Buy the PXE80.
The
Yeah.
PXE80.
Flex
Flex
Flex.
That
PXE80
one
is a dope little
It's
machine.
good, man.
It's
It's
a good
a
little
cool
tiny
machine. It's cool.
And then Ryan saying, I'm still battling mildew in and around the kitchen and bathroom microfibers. Wish there was a solution besides bleach that actually works. Sorry to hear that, man. Good
Yeah.
luck. You could always use Rag Stritches if you're not already.
True.
I think he is. So,
That could help.
but yeah. So no, but Kirby, we had it in Jeff's backyard. One thing about Jeff, the way he relaxes is gardening, and so his backyard is. It was on a tour for the the Idaho Botanical Gardens. It was on a tour
And like
as one of
our-
the best gardens in the city.
Second year of the house, because it was always my dream for my parents to be able to have a house that they could get built, and that was it. So it was built in 2002.
Yeah.
And I think 2003 or 4 is when the Boise or Idaho Garden Tour was happening, and that was a big deal. It was basically being able to bring the whole city through. Like, people would go on this big tour to all these different
Yeah,
houses.
kinda like a
traveling
parade of
around
homes.
town. Yeah, it's like Parade of Homes, but for gardens, like backyards and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's my dad's biggest thing, is just being able to set up and landscape and do all that. He's
Yeah.
very proud of that. So.
Yeah, and then Kirby
It
asked,
shows.
does he have a private lake? It is a private lake, but it's for the neighborhood, and there are a number of houses that back up around that lake.
I will say, it's not a gated community or
No.
anything. There are people who literally like drive in and then just walk up on the side of the lake and fish.
Yeah.
So that happens
Yeah.
too. But yeah.
It's open to the public. You can park and bring a boat and hop on there. It's not.
Yeah, the Greenbelt runs on the other side next to the Boise River.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
G. Davis.
Detailed a 2011 Venza with 235 on it today. It kicked my butt.
Ooh.
Gee, I hope you're kicking back, relaxing, got your headphones on, sitting in your chair.
Catch a break,
enjoying
buddy.
yourself, man.
Yeah.
Just dreaming about Dane's massage chair.
Or not.
Yeah. Ricardo saying another great show. Thanks, man. Gentlemen,
you.
you're welcome. Jackson, Last Cut still your go-to as an all-in-one, or has that changed? Last Cut for both cutting and polishing, but
it's not an all-in-one.
Uno Protect is your best bet for an all-in-one.
An all-in-one is something that has protection in it.
Yeah.
And Last Cut doesn't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's the best for like, I don't know what to do, use
Yeah.
the Last Cut.
Yeah.
That's where it fits in.
G. Davis saying, thanks, boys. Graham says he's going to go find our white details contribution in 90
Yes,
seconds.
it's
Thank
great.
you.
It's a fun tour.
Yeah, I actually talked to Jim the other day. He's building an order of what we need to get him. So
I'll warn you right
And,
now, though, be prepared to see a mustache on that
yeah.
guy.
Sacco S said, hey, I just arrived in Meridian. Looking forward to meeting everyone.
Hey,
awesome. Sacco,
nice.
come by tomorrow
Yeah.
or next week sometime if you're
Yeah, if
here.
you're around.
Yeah. Chum Bucket, what's up? Question, which car products do you use inside your house? For some reason, I found it to be equally a better value and performance on stuff. I use O&R. That's
Yeah,
just me.
That's like the go-to.
Yeah. Kirby Thompson, yes, because you live in Texas. Boise
Yeah.
sounds nice, but not with those home prices. We used to have Texas pricing.
Yes.
It's
And
great.
then everybody figured out how nice it was here, and now
They moved here.
It's not nice that you don't tell people that.
If you already lived here,
It's a bad
though,
place
boy,
to live.
you
Yeah.
got a deal.
TRC family, have a nice weekend until we can chat again. Thanks, Kirby. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
Jackson, my bad. Don't want protection. Sounds like it's still the one. Appreciate everything. Thanks, man. Yep. Enjoy.
Yep.
Gee, I often dream about Dane's massage chair with the sidecar option.
Yes.
Car option.
It's coming this winter.
Way to round it out,
Couples
guys.
massage.
Oh, man. Okay, so everybody, thank you so much for watching and commenting and questioning on this because it means you were subscribed. Now, if you're listening to this and you thought, man, I really want to talk in there, but I just can't. Well, you know how you solve that? You click subscribe. It becomes subscribed. You give the D.
Give
And
the
next
D.
thing you know, you're able to comment next time. So,
Yeah.
if you weren't here for this time, I'm going to make it this way going forward. Just saying. So, if you want to comment on these, get in here, subscribe.
Agreed, Jamie.
Easy.
Agreed.
And hang out with the crew. It's a lot of fun, and I thank you all who've already done
Yeah,
it.
and Sacco, message us
Yes.
on Facebook or Instagram when you're in town, when you're here and you want to come see it. So,
Give the heads up.
8 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, and that's it. Oh, Jamie the Cleaner with another good reminder. We have a podcast discussion group on Facebook. It's the Rag Company Podcast Discussion Group. Go there. You can check the announcements for some like highlights and stuff, including our gamer tags, where we're probably going to race each other in Forza Horizon 4 tonight. Just saying.
Yep.
So anyway, guys, take care. We'll catch you next week.
See ya.